Hello, I am the DM for Rolling for What, and I just wanted to chime in here with a quick message for everyone. The episode that you're about to watch is technically episode 2, which is why it feels so jarring and like you've seen an episode before, because technically you should have seen an episode before. But unfortunately, due to circumstances out of our control, the episode has been lost. So I thought I'd just come in and give you a quick overview of what's happened and what's happened in the episode previous that unfortunately you're unable to see. So, 84, played by Katie, had previously died, and so the group travelled far and wide to try and figure out a way to bring her back from the dead. They successfully did so, and she woke up in a camp owned by a group known as the Crown. Now, the Crown were harbouring the group safely after a large battle that they'd just been through, and once she was resurrected and back from the dead, Vi, played by Ash, went to see her sister, who is the leader of the Crown. They had a heart-to-heart, and they spoke about Vi's niece, Mila. Now, as it currently stands, the group are on their way to a town called Shaletown on a mission for Mila, and possibly for Vi's brother, Mobius, to retrieve a man called Orin Scrivello. Now, this man is a renowned scientist and inventor, and Mila would like him back in the Crown, and Mobius would like him for unknown reasons. Now we pick up with the group travelling into the forest that surrounds Shaletown, and from there, we hope you enjoy the show. Okay, so welcome everyone again to Rolling for What. This is our second episode, and it's good to see everyone back. And we have the beautiful Chloe Homewood now back in her all her glory on camera. I'm guessing you're still slightly ill, but not as ill as
a little bit
yeah.
ill. Yeah, so you'll probably see me mute my mic and cough, but
That's fair.
I'm fine.
Whenever you cough, I'll just change it to Garina, just staring.
Let's change it to a duck quack.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, do we want to? We'll go around. We'll do a few introductions again, and say a fun fact about your character for the week. So, Katie, want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Katie, pronouns she, her, and I play 84, also she, her, who is a changeling rogue bard, but she changes into objects instead of into people. And weird little fact about her, she loves pastries, specifically croissant. She likes becoming a croissant too, and being carried by her pet duck. It's the easiest way to travel, honestly.
Chloe, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi guys, I'm Chloe, pronouns she, her, and I play Garina, pronouns also she, her. Fun fact about Garina is she could probably drink you under the table.
Nice. Aries?
Definitely.
Okay, hello, my name is Aries. I am currently a sleepy little guy. My pronouns are he, they, and I play Jam McCrumble, a little goofy half-orc dude who goes by he, him pronouns. And I am so sleepy that I forgot to find a fun fact about Jam, but he's pretty funky.
So good. He's green.
He's green.
He's green.
Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. Pronouns whatever the hell you want to call me, and yeah, I play. Yeah, sure. You're gonna make me have a coughing fit. I play Vi Forsworn and Naren, surname unknown. But yeah, you're gonna get more Naren for a little bit, and then a fun little fact about Vi is she's only had one relationship before Jam, if they're even considered a relationship.
Haven't had that talk yet.
No, they haven't had that talk yet. She's only had one real relationship before Jam. Again, if they end up being a actual relationship or not.
When are they going to make it Nazari and Facebook official?
Who knows? But Naren's out for a week, so not anytime soon.
Yeah.
And
Hey, let's make out. Never mind, I'm going away for a week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, they have 4 days together, you know.
Fair. And I am TJ. I am your humble DM. Sorry, start that again. I am your humble DM. He, him pronouns. And a fun fact about it's fun because I get to do either a fun fact about the world or a fun fact about a character. And a fun fact about Jeannie, the old landlord lady, is she loves to knit, but she specifically likes to knit with flowers and ingrain them into her knitting work.
She does. That's
Yes.
adorable.
She does.
She does.
That was a cute quest that we
was a
had a
cute
while
quest.
I'm
back
glad you enjoyed it.
to go fetch her some little
Yeah,
flowers.
she did ask for some flowers back in the woods.
Had a great time.
And we got paid for it.
You
We
get paid.
did. Hooray!
And
And
then-
she made me the little cloak
She
thing.
did.
She
You gave
did.
that to Brotron, I believe.
I did.
You did. So Brotron's just
I
sort of
did
wandering around the
indeed.
world with that shawl over his shoulders.
Little purple flower shawl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay. So I have learned my lesson from last episode. I'm going to reduce the recaps by a lot. The recap last session was a long recap. So just for like
5 bullet points, go.
yeah. So I'm gonna start sort of like condensing them to like the main bits that happened. So are we all ready to begin?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley, before.
Okay. I'll come back
Get
when
out.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Go have a nap, sit down, and
Yeah.
then come back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so in the last session, after resurrecting 84, Vi, you had a deep conversation with your sister in the main planning tent of the Crown's camp, and you found out that she had been threatened in the past by Mobius, and that she fears that he's looking for her on the material plane. Vi and Jam, you both went and spoke to Mila about her father, and you revealed that her father had been murdered and that she didn't remember it, but she knew that something had happened in her past that she didn't remember. Vi, you took it upon yourself to reveal this information, and she became slightly shut off a little bit and wanted to be alone. Jeannie and Garina spent this time after 84's resurrection together, mostly just sort of like sleeping everything off. And after the fight you had with Valen, it was well deserved after Garina helped Jeannie make the hot chocolates for everyone. And 84, you told I believe it was Jam, Genie, and Garina, about your experience in the afterlife and what that was like for you, what you experienced. And more importantly, you told them that you could possibly have a mother or a mother-like figure in your life that you had remembered in the time of your death. And then you went outside and had a plane race with Jam. So once this was all wrapped up in the evening, oh, that looks really good. What is that?
Ooh.
Fish and chips.
Oh,
Aw,
nice.
nice.
God, so
With a
good.
literal pile of peas.
Love that.
Half
Nice.
piece.
Curry sauce.
Nice.
Jealous.
There you go. You can now a mukbang if I keep my mic on.
So after all of these events in the evening, 84, you not that you've realized just yet, but your mark slowly and softly faded away, and your hand is left completely empty, as if the mark was never there. Whereas the rest of you kept your marks for some mysterious reason, and you all shared a shared dream together like before. And this dream was of a humanoid figure made of light, calling out for help, beckoning you to help them with something to set them free, to help them in their time of need. And you all, in this moment after the dream fades, we pick up, and you're all awakening for the morning, and you packed things the night before to get ready to leave for Shaletown this morning, or today. We feel the need to do it, and you awake semi-refreshed, but Vi, Garina, and Jam are very aware of the shared dream that you had the night before.
I don't want to talk about it.
Fair.
Bit
Uh,
spooky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As Garina wakes up, obviously she's gone to bed with Jeannie.
Mhm.
Is Jeannie awake?
Yeah. She sort of like wakes up at a similar time to you, and you see her like packing her things up and getting ready for the journey ahead.
Garina's gonna be like, how did you sleep?
Oh, I slept quite nicely actually. It was I think I had all of my energy sort of sapped out of me when I was out for that time. But last night was a refreshing kind of sleep. I enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
How about you? Did you sleep all right? Is
Yeah,
it
good.
hurting or
Just
anything?
no. Just had a weird dream. It's thrown me off a bit, but
Oh,
other than that, I'm fine.
what was the dream about? If you don't mind me asking.
There was this like, oh, it's like a vivid dream, but there was like a beam of light that came from the floor, or that expanded through to the floor. There was this like weird human thing, and I don't know, saying it just kept asking for help. It was really like I don't really know what it means, but
Oh,
you know, in this kind of world, I guess dreams like that happen all the time.
I suppose so. I suppose it could be maybe like a manifestation of your stress or something. If
Hmm.
it's, you have been helping quite a lot of people, so
Hmm.
it might be
Yeah,
a good
it's
thing.
true. Hmm. Yeah.
Just
I had it too.
oh, you
Yeah.
had a bad dream as well.
Yeah, I had the
Oh.
same
Oh wait,
one
all
Garina
of you
did.
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have it.
Oh.
I had a
Well,
pretty good night, to be fair.
What did you dream about?
I mean, mainly about my mum. But apart from that, it's good. I'm excited for today.
Your mum wasn't the one.
Adventure.
Okay.
Hmm?
So you just dreamt about your mum,
Yeah,
not the
I'm
spooky light saying
no.
"help us."
5'4"
No.
light child saying help.
Didn't say
Can
she needs help.
84 feel that her mark is gone, or would she have to visually see it?
When you wake up and you're sort of like you're getting yourself ready and getting yourself up, you catch a glimpse of your hand and you do see that it is completely gone, as if it was never there.
Okay, 84 is gonna be like, guys, and she's gonna be like, look, and she's gonna show both the backs of her hands and be like, it's gone.
Oh my god.
Dad is
What?
immediately
How?
like taking his glove off and he's checking his. He's like,
You have
"Mine's still there."
Yeah, you that purple glow sort of pulses, and you can everyone, but 84, you can all still feel that pulsing on your hand.
Oh my god, does that mean she's like untethered now?
Yeah.
So the
Maybe
only
it's
way we
because-
get rid of it is dying?
Yeah, that's not a fun way
That's
to get
not
rid of it.
okay.
I don't really want to die.
That's really
No.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
That is
Actually.
Little
quite
bit.
inconvenient. Yeah.
But hey, I don't have to wear the weird like wrap around my hand anymore. Cool.
Whoa, we still do. Okay, early days.
Yeah. Yeah, don't rub it in. You
Too
think this
soon.
works with my outfit? It does not.
So let me get this. Just sort of just to get it straight in my head. Greener, Vi, and Jam, you all shared a dream, like the
Yes.
same dream.
Have we not shared
It's
a
happened.
dream since
It's happened
being here?
before.
It's definitely
Yeah.
happened before.
Yeah.
We think it's something to do with these, and then Garina shows her.
Which, yeah.
It's not happened
Yeah.
for a while, though, has it?
No.
No.
Hmm.
I don't think so.
It's happened at least 3 times, though. At least.
Can't remember the last time it happened.
Was
It
it
was
a
While
before
ago.
door?
we found 40.
Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
Definitely back when we were in Monarch.
And so you see Jeannie sort of like thinking a little bit. And she goes, "Right, well, as long as you're all physically okay and it's not, messed with you or anything, do you want me to check you over or
Are you all
Burns us
feeling all right?
sometimes.
I didn't.
Kind of stings a little bit sometimes.
All right.
Glows, which is really annoying.
I have.
Have you ever
never-
seen anything like this before, Jeannie?
Never. No, I can't say I have. I've heard of shared dreams before, but that's more. I assume that was more like show hypnotism, like at the carnival. Never. I've never, in my experience anyway, never heard of shared dreams linked to anything like that. Anyway.
I don't think it's a good thing, but I'm not super worried that we're sharing dreams. Quite nice not being alone about a dream that you had.
That's very
Especially
true.
a spooky one.
Yeah.
Normally, I can't remember them.
And especially everything happening at the moment. I think you're right, Jam. I don't think it's a good omen for sure. But as long as you're all okay, and like you said, you can recount the dream and you remember it, you can play it through in your minds and maybe collect something together, and maybe something will come to you later on. I don't know, but just make sure you're okay. And if it gets too much, just tell someone. All right. Make sure you're putting yourselves first.
Thank you, Jeannie.
It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. Would you like some breakfast before we head off?
Oh, absolutely.
Breakfast.
I'll head out. I think I saw Bashta setting something up the night before, so I'll go and grab some things from the camp and I'll bring them back for you.
Do you want a hand?
No, it's okay. I'm fine. I feel a little bit more refreshed now. You get ready for the journey, and I won't be long. And she sort of like
84's going to immediately message Bashta and be like, breakfast! Just into his head.
As Jeannie gets ready and she sort of like heads out of the tent, inevitably you don't hear a response back.
Damn it! He will respond at some point. He can't ignore me forever.
So in this moment, Jeannie's headed off to grab some food. What would you all like to do?
Sorry, where above table? Where are we going? What's the plan?
We're going to get Oren Scrivello, I believe.
And who is this? I was so poorly last week.
He's a scientist that both Kaine and Mobius want. Kaine wants him because he used to be part of the rebellion sort of thing that she runs. But he left, and now he's stuck in Shelltown. And Mobius wants him for unknown reasons, but he wants 3 people. One of them is Oren, and yeah, don't know why he wants him, but Mobius can't get into Shelltown and believes that we would be able to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oren is a historian, I believe.
He's a
and an
historian, yes, not
Yeah,
historian.
he's
not
a
a scientist.
historian
and an
investigator, yeah.
archaeologist.
He went on an archaeological dig,
There you go.
and he is
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a
Yes.
historian, and he's and semi-inventor as well.
And he's Harrison Ford.
I was about to say,
Why
if
is
you
it
do
got
not
a snake?
explain, if you do not describe Harrison Ford when we see him, we're all going to be
Oh, what a
sad.
man. What a man.
Oral
What a
Scrivello is just an
man.
anagram of Harrison Ford. Did you not know?
That's so weird. Get off my plane.
Yeah, get off my plane.
Oh, I love Harrison Ford so much.
Oh, he's so good.
The man
Oh,
It's
is
just
what a-
going to become a
what an
Harrison
attractive
Ford.
man.
it's
Yeah.
it's just the Harrison Ford thirst
Ford
podcast.
fan
now.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The man crashed his plane into a golf course, and then like 8 months later, it was like, yeah, no, I also want to still carry on filming Indiana Jones, please, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, he's insane. The man's like
Excellent.
70.
Yeah.
He's so grumpy and it's hilarious.
He's so grumpy. But I kind of dig it. Like, he was
Yeah.
every time he's asked about Han Solo, he's just like, I don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Anyway,
D&D.
Anyway.
that's our segue into the Harrison Ford podcast that we're going to start up next week. Hey!
Yay!
We talk all things Harrison Ford. How long are his toenails? You'll find out.
Oh.
Okay, what would you like to do in this moment whilst Genia's off getting food?
I'll forget what I said. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
Please. I think it's mainly going to be like checking. So yeah, 84 is going to check her stuff to see what she actually has left
Okay.
after getting rid of the bag of holding.
Okay, that's a good
Because
idea.
she doesn't know what she's actually got to travel with.
Is anyone else
so,
checking their belongings and making sure they're
Uh,
all okay?
I would like to see how much
Mhm.
money we all have.
Jam, are you checking your belongings and making sure they're okay?
Jam, are you checking your belongings?
Just want to know we're set for the road, you know?
yeah.
I really want to say no just for the funniness of it. But no, I'll check my belongings.
You check through your
It's
belongings. You
about
check through your you check through your bag,
I won't be looking over his shoulder.
and then you sort of like to make sure everything is where it should be. You check you have enough money for the road in case you need to stop and buy things. And as you take your money pouch and you open it, you see a tiny six-legged creature inside, just sort of like nestled in your coins. And as you like open the bag, you see it like stretch out, and it's got kind of like bluish aqua fur with a very skin colored belly and legs. It's got a long snout, and its nose kind of like comes out in points, and you see it's got little tiny fangs, but it doesn't seem to have any eyes. And as you like open it up, you see it stretch out, and he goes, and then just like grab with its front like legs that seem to have opposable thumbs, and it just starts eating your coins.
I'm gonna grab it by what I think is the scruff of its neck.
You grab it, and it
You've
just goes,
got a niffler.
Ew.
Do you mind? Why would you? Yeah,
you see it
it's
just like wriggling around as it like can't see you, but it's very confused.
It's so cute.
it's very cute, but I have less money. I was already broke. Why did you do this to me? You picked the smallest food source.
Vi's got so much more money than her.
It's true.
Okay.
I would like
Okay.
to cast Speak with Animals, please.
Okay, you can't speak with animals.
Oh, is it an
Yes.
animal?
Hey there, little guy.
Oh, hi.
Hi. What you doing in my friend's coin purse?
Food.
Food?
Yum.
Why do you eat coins? Why not berries or coconuts? No? Is it only coins or just any metal? Or
Coins are tasty. Yummy.
yeah,
Yummy.
yeah. Okay. Could you do us a favor and not eat his coins though, or any of our coins?
I'm so hungry.
But I mean, I just
Is
quickly
it just?
look through Jam's money. You've eaten a lot of his coins.
Yeah.
Like, when did you even get here? Like, where are you from?
I don't know. I sniffed out metal, gold, and I wriggled in, and it was so tasty, so comfy
buddy.
too.
Oh, what's your name? What's your name?
I haven't really been given a name.
I'm gonna call you Rusty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I have more? Yum, yum.
No.
Vi, does it like just metal, or is it specifically coins?
It really likes coins.
It does.
Because
I did. Yeah, Rusty really likes coins.
Yeah.
Rusty.
Yeah, I called him Rusty. He really likes coins, and I did ask him if he likes metal, and it is primarily coins. So Rusty, could we? How many coins a day do you need?
I can't count so good. And you see it like holding up its legs, and
Yeah.
it holds up 5 of its 6 legs.
Okay. Now, see, that's quite a few gold.
Yummy.
Does it have
Rusty.
to be gold?
And does it have to be gold?
Special favorite.
Special favorite. Okay.
TJ,
Mm-hmm.
a quick question.
Yeah.
You remember the Sunstone Hotel key? Is that made of gold?
No, it's made of bronze.
Sad.
Yeah, it's a bronze key.
Okay.
This does look like a
Rolling
place
on.
where their keys are made of gold.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was made out of.
No, it's just it's kind of like a bronze key.
It would just be gold plated anyway. You don't want a solid gold key. They'll snap.
Yeah.
Can we just get rid of it?
No, it's rusty. You can't get rid of
Oh,
rusty.
We have so many pets.
You've
We
got
do
a
There's
weird
been
have a lot
so
of
mushroom
many
dude.
pets.
You've got a weird
No,
mushroom dude.
he's
As
no, he's not mine.
at this point, you see
Stalks.
Garina, you see Gus come up like by your leg, and he's like, "I agree with the savior. We should get rid of it.
No, go away,
Throw
Gus, you
it
don't
off.
get a vote.
Rusty. Take the thing away. I mean, not Rusty. Gus, take Rusty away.
Okay." And he just sort of like starts walking towards Jam. It's very tiny,
No!
Gus, walking towards Jam.
Yeah.
Like, pivot. I won't throw it away. The savior says we need to get rid of it.
No.
Okay, if you don't, what are we gonna do with it? We can't keep it. It's
No,
eating money.
we're definitely not keeping him.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Gus, you don't have ideas.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What if it was a good one?
Gus,
Oh, fine.
You know
what
what,
was your
though? The
idea?
savior is right. Gus doesn't have ideas.
No, Gus, you do. 84 is gonna like go down to his level and like lean on the floor with like her like head in her hands, being like, "You do have ideas. I'm listening. Go."
But the savior said I don't, and that savior is
No.
I was
Garina.
joking, Gus.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, like a funny.
Yep,
Okay. So can I have an idea now?
yep. One. You get one.
Oh,
One a day.
Just one? Okay. I got a cool. Okay.
I'm gonna be petting Rusty during this.
Okay, so how
Still
about
just
we
holding him by the scruff as well.
how about we dodge responsibility and we put him in somebody else's money bag?
What if
Hmm.
we send him in the post to Monarch City? He'll be absolutely like there'll be food everywhere.
Or that one.
Send him to your parents, Vi. They have money. They have so much money.
No.
They basically live in a house made of gold.
No.
They live in a mansion.
Yes,
With its own
and
like seasonal gardens.
I'm not letting Rusty here near my dad's laboratory in any capacity.
You didn't have to go near the laboratory.
Yeah, but the mansion has the laboratory, and that won't go well for Rusty.
I am only allowed
I quite
one
like
idea.
Gus's idea.
I
quite like-
agree. I'm only allowed one a day, so I kind of agree with myself. I'm gonna go hard on siding with my idea.
Go hard on.
Gus, if you vote for your own idea, lift your left arm now. And lift your right arm if you don't agree with your idea.
He just sort of like starts wiggling his left arm.
Is that your left arm, Gus?
Yes. I might be a
he's
mushroom,
not.
but I know my left from right.
Damn it. I don't trust this
He's
mushroom.
doing better than me.
He sort of like stands
Okay.
over by Garina again and just like sort of like folds his little stubby arms.
Do you think
Okay.
Valen lived in Monarch City? We could just send him to his house. That's not occupied anymore.
We don't
I
know where
think-
Valen lived.
I don't think Vela lived anywhere.
Let's put him in a jar. We'll put him with the other guy in the jar.
A beetroot.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't think
You're
that'll
gonna
go
eat
well.
beetroot.
Beetroot is
No,
gonna eat
but
him.
Beetroot would eat him.
Yeah, beetroot would eat him.
Yeah,
For context,
Beetroot.
beetroot's my pet mimic.
yeah, beetroot mimic.
Does
Oh.
beetroot
Yeah.
need eating? I mean, does beetroot need to eat?
Beetroot
Yeah.
eats flesh.
We could give it to beetroot.
No!
This is also a good idea. I'm not taking credit for it. That was Xavier's.
Why his eyes
80
narrow, Gus?
84 is going to try and steal the Rusty from Vi.
Okay. Jam's holding it at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just
so-
paying
Oh, okay.
Do you want to make a
Yeah.
sleight of hand check? And
Sure.
Jam, since this is an active conversation that's happening, go ahead and make a
I'm-
perception check for me.
I'm also petting him, by the way. I've been
Uh,
paying him this whole time with Jam holding him.
So go ahead and make a perception check
both
as well,
there.
Vi.
Cool.
So I'm just making a perception check, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
And a sleight of hand, yeah.
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Well, I notice. I rolled a 19 and I got a +4.
So
No, you don't. I got a 27.
Jesus
What?
Christ!
I
so
got an 18 plus 9.
For fuck's
so
sake.
84. Describe how you sneakily take out a creature from Jam's hand while Vi is petting it and Jam is holding it.
So did you say this guy was like fuzzy?
On top of its body, there's like fuzz and
Okay,
fur,
cool.
and it's
So
about
80
like this big as well. Like it's not huge.
84 is going to have like sort of got like little tufty bits from Boris, and she's gonna like slip it into Jam's hand while she takes away Rusty, so that you still feel like the fluff in your hand.
As
And
the
she's
Yeah, go on.
just
Jam
gonna
like
start.
glances at Vi for like 1 second, and that's when you do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
yeah, like Vi, you're sort of like as like Gus starts like piping up and you get a bit sus about him. You sort of like you look in his direction, and Jam, you look at Vi as she does this, and you take your opportunity 84 to like Indiana Jones and back to Harrison Ford, swap out
Exactly.
the creature with a bit of tuft, and like you now have this little creature. And
I'm going to go towards one of the tents, please.
Okay.
God.
so 84 leaves.
You're just going to make it someone else's problem.
Yeah, I am.
I'm gonna see if
84 is.
Gus
Can I?
sees
I
you
don't-
walk out with the creature.
Yeah. I don't know which tent
He doesn't.
is which. So, how many tents are there? Because I'm just gonna roll for which tent I
There
end
are
up going
quite a
to.
lot of tents. Go ahead and roll me a d12.
D12.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm assuming at this point I've noticed that I've been swapped.
At this point, yeah, because it's an active conversation. You sort of like look at Vi
Yeah.
and you look back and you're just holding Boris feathers.
Vi,
It's a 10.
10. Okay, so
feathers.
you head out. And you head towards what looks to be quite like an average sized greenish tent with a few bits of wooden carvings outside and a bench. And are you going inside or?
Yeah. Can I go in with stealth though?
You can go ahead and make a stealth check.
Can I be stealthy?
Can Vi be looking for 84 because
Yeah.
we have now noticed that Rusty is
Yeah,
gone.
it's feathers. We're gonna know it's 84.
A 19.
19. Vi, as you come out of this tent, go ahead and make another perception check for me to see if you can see her just as she darts into this tent.
An unnatural 20.
Okay, so
Ooh,
you
notice
you
me.
just catch her like way across, over near like the blacksmith's tent. You just catch her slip into this random greenish tent across the way.
I go.
Okay, so you head in.
At like 30 speed because I took a lower level.
Mhm.
Also, Chloe, don't forget to.
I did it.
Okay, cool. You fixed your level.
The level thing. Yeah.
She put her level too high.
How could
Cheater,
you?
absolute cheater.
I mean, I had no benefit from that
No, I
at
can't
all, other
imagine
than
you
my
did, yeah,
HP was a bit better.
Okay, so as you like run, 84, you sneak into this tent, and you can see the whole tent. It's quite a humble spacing. There doesn't seem to be anyone here at the moment, but there are things strewn about like clothes. There are things on a small little desk, sleeping bags and things like that, just scattered.
Is there any form of drawer or bag?
There's
or
no drawer, but
something?
you do see like a few bags dotted around. It seems like
Cool.
whoever lives here, there's like multiple people that sleep in this tent.
Okay, cool. She's just gonna pick a random one and she's gonna open up the bag and she's gonna put them in and be like, "Enjoy your new home." And she's gonna
Do you
go out
think-
the other side of the tent.
Okay.
Do you think this exact scenario is how Jam got it in the first place? It was just someone else making it someone else's problem.
Probably.
So as you come in, quite swiftly, you sort of look around, you pick a bag, you put it in, you tie it back up, and you turn, and Vi is standing like right in the tent entryway. Because of how this is played out, and because 84 is so decisive, Vi, you come in, you see 84, but you don't know what she's done.
84.
Yeah,
Where's Rusty?
don't know. Nothing. you know, I don't have a clue.
Why would you lie to me?
Am I lying though? Just because I took him doesn't mean I know where he is. He kind of escaped from me, like, on the way over here. He's quite wriggly.
TJ,
Can I do a
please.
Go ahead and
Can I
roll a
do a
deception
deception
check,
check?
and Vi roll an insight.
I got a natural 1.
Oh,
It did a fun little flourish at the end against the side of my dice tray,
Ooh.
Cute.
and went from a 15 to a natural 1.
Then I am a
Same.
14 plus 6,
So-
so an unnatural 20.
so
Wow.
Vi, Rusty wriggled away from 84.
Yep. Don't know where he is. Sorry. 84 is then going to
Okay.
message Bashta, and she's going to be like, I left you a friend. You have to find him.
A few seconds go by before you hear, oh no.
He's going to be like, have fun.
Oh god.
Okay, 84. Let's go back for breakfast.
Yay.
I'm just
breakfast.
still holding the
You're
feathers
still
when you
holding
get
the
back to
feathers in the
sight.
tent. So as you both head back to the tent, Garina and Jam, you see Jeannie walk in, and she's carrying a few items and things that has already like been pre-cooked. The camp seems to have like a breakfast thing happening at the moment. As she sort of
Nice.
like plates things up and gets you ready for the journey ahead. She eats it, and she has a few like small vegetables that resemble peas. They're more berries than peas. For Boris, as she just sort of sets them down as he starts like pecking at them and like eating them. So as you have this not so hearty meal, given the situation of the crown at the moment, but it is definitely it's tasty for sure. It's been a while since you guys have had like a fry up, or a decent breakfast, and so this was, you know, quite rewarding for you. But after you finish your food, and you are refreshed, you're woken, Rusty is seemingly gone, and you are fed. What would you like to do?
Right? No.
To
Bless you.
adventure.
Bless you. Um, yeah, I
84
guess.
is like all beans ready to go. She's like
All
doing that
beans.
like bop from leg to leg when you're like, I guess like the boxing bop.
Yeah.
You know, where you're just
Float
just
like a
I'm ready to
butterfly,
go.
sting
Let's
like
go.
a bee.
Yeah. She's like, let's go. I have all the energy. Let's go. We have things to do.
We go, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you leave the tent, is there anything anyone would like to do as a last thing before they leave this camp? Looking at the map
it's-
as well, it's going to take you around 4 days or so, or 3.5 days, to
Not
get
be able to return after you go past this point.
I
Would
was
you like to
about
save?
No, it's
I
not
was
so
gonna-
video gamey.
I was gonna ask if there's anywhere we can pick up some rations.
Yeah, absolutely. Bear with me just
Cool.
a second.
Rations? How many days did you say it was going to be?
Or
It's going to be
I
about
will say
4
I
days.
had 33 rations, so do you really
Oh.
want more
I
rations?
was going to say, I think
Ah.
I have like loads of rations.
Yeah.
cool. Then I'm just gonna steal yours.
There
Great.
you go.
Okay, so make
Big
sure we're
fan.
marking off rations as we go, as the days count down.
Yes.
And you would also know this, but you are currently 18 days on the deadline for Mobius.
You just wrote that down.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Don't love that.
So
How
Jam
many days will it
is-
take us to get to Shale Town?
about 4,
4.
roughly 4.
Right, okay.
So it's 4 days there. Haven't done the. Actually, bear with me. And I believe from Shaletown to Noro is 3 days. What? 2. No, that's another 4 days.
All right.
So we've got at least 8 days of travel,
Yes.
and then 10 days to figure out whatever the hell our plan is, and do it. Excellent. Sounds great.
So before you leave, we'll go one by one. 84. Is there anything you would like to do before you leave the Crown Camp?
I just realized that I lost all of my like resources in terms of spells.
Okay.
I highly doubt I'm going to be able to pick up a lot of this. But I need rose petals, feathers, and soot.
You have a duck.
I have a duck.
There.
That you know.
If
I'm
go ahead
still
and make an
holding the one that you
investigation
get
check
them.
for me.
What did you say, TJ?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Yeah.
See if you can manage to find all the materials that you need.
That's a nat 20 plus 4.
Nat 20.
Ta-da!
Okay, so you managed to find everything, not abundances of it. There is quite a bit of soot. So you get, I'll say, you get about a pouch and a bit full of soot. Rose petals, there are quite a few. Where like the mountain flowers and things that grow, you get. Actually, let's roll.
Let's roll.
You get 7 rose petals.
Lovely.
And for the feathers, those are a little bit more scarce. So if you'd like to look for those, that's fine. Alternatively, you can use Boris's. Would you still like to look for them, or are you using Boris's? What are you doing?
She's gonna be like, Boris, you know you love me.
I suppose.
I mean,
What?
when you're like cleaning yourself,
Yes.
would you mind if I take the feathers that you take out?
As long as they're free from me and you don't pluck them like that
Of course.
person did to me. Your friend. Your trusted friend.
Yeah, I mean, it's me. Would I dare?
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
In
Boris
desperate
woke up on the wrong
times.
side of the dead.
Fine, if they're free from me, yes, you can pick them up. I don't have a problem with that, but please don't pluck them. And tell everyone else that they're not
Of
allowed to pluck me either.
I will. Don't you worry.
Thank you very much, 84. It's good to have you back.
Good to be back. Woo!
So you can use Boris's feathers wherever. I won't roll for the feathers. Actually, he's giving you a natural 20. You do find 4 feathers on the ground.
Oh, wow.
So you got
at
4
me.
feathers, but whenever you need them, Boris has allowed you to collect them whenever he cleans himself.
Sweet.
So,
Thank you.
Garina, what would you like to do before you leave the camp?
Garina is gonna like head into the bathroom essentially, just be like, I'm just gonna clean myself up before we go. Head into like wherever the like bathroom / like wash area is. And she's gonna make sure the old Portaloo, the old Shrek cabin. Is she alone?
Yeah, you can find like a secluded area to head alone if you want.
Okay. And she's gonna like pull the purifier off her back, kind of look at it and hello, I guess.
Chloe, question: would you like to do this privately, or don't you mind? Do you want to do it in the group?
Oh, let's do it privately.
Okay.
Aww.
Just
Whenever
to
you
see.
head into downtime talk for me.
Damn
Bye.
it.
Bye, viewers.
Bye. Wait, it won't let
That was so good. Okay, so as you find a secluded area and you pull the purifier from your back and holding it, you feel that familiar hum but coursing through your hands now. And as you greet it, you hear the voice in your head and it says, "Ah, hello, my dear. Finally up and about
morning.
from that chat."
Yeah, well, I thought best to know whatever this is going to be before we head out on an 8-day journey.
I like how careful you are. Very courteous. So you'd like to know the parameters of our little deal, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, thank you. You combining me with your weapon is giving me a bit of insight into a few things.
Still got a few kinks to work out, but I feel theories will be confirmed in time. In the meantime, I will need your help with something. Now, this
Mhm.
deal isn't... It is binding, however, there is a way out of it. And I'm sure you don't want to be tied to me longer than I want to be tied to you. And so, I propose a little arrangement between us both.
Mhm.
You're going to help me find something, and once it's found, you're going to help me take my revenge. And then, once that's done, I will release you from your bonds. However, given the boons and gifts I can bestow upon you, if you would like to have me remain and find your charges, as it were, and put them to the sword, I'd be more than happy to spill their blood as well.
What do you need to find?
It's funny. Fate is a strange thing. It seems you're looking for what I need as well. I want you to find the Ember Cradle for me, before the Foundation do. You'll know what to do with it when you find it, I promise.
So what's it? The Ember Cradle?
Yes. Seems your
Uh,
little
okay.
band is heading in that direction anyway and trying to find it. Let's try and get there first, shall we?
Can you above the table remind me of what that is and who's looking for it? Because
So-
obviously Garina will know, but
So the Foundation,
Chloe's
you
not.
found out that the Foundation are looking for something called the Ember Cradle.
Okay.
And you would also remember back in Arvin, you found a mural of something resembling a key, and it was a mural of the Observer, the god the Observer. And it was essentially him creating something called the Ember Cradle after the war.
Okay.
No one's ever seen it, had it. It's essentially a myth. It's a folktale. People believe that it's more symbolic than it is real. And it seems like the Foundation are trying to find it for real.
Mhm.
To do whatever. But the mural that you found in Arvin, it relates.
looks like a key.
It looks like a key, and it also has something to do with relating to when the war was over. When the gods locked all the realms away from mortals to prevent realm travel, it has something to do
Yeah.
with that.
Okay. And is anyone in the group looking for it?
Is that above table or?
Yeah, like
So all of
that Garina would know, obviously.
so the whole group are aware that the Ember Cradle is something they need to find before the Foundation. And in the last session, Mila did come in after 84 was resurrected and mentioned that questioning Orin Scrivello about the Ember Cradle might be the way to find it before the Foundation do.
So we just know we need to find it before the Foundation, but we don't know why.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Why they need it or why they want it, but it seems like they're putting a lot of effort into trying to find this mythological, legendary thing that might or might not be real.
Okay, so we know we need to find this before the Foundation, just because I guess we know it's powerful in some way.
Yeah, and it seems like they're going to try and, with the context of the story at the moment and what you've found along the way, it seems like they're going to try and use something to eradicate magic users.
Okay.
You sort of understand that that is sort of like their goal. And because you weren't there at that session, I will mention something because Garina was there.
Yeah.
The Foundation keep referring to something called the Final Journey. And it seems like
Okay.
whatever this thing is relating to trying to completely eradicate magic users completely.
Okay, so the final journey supported by the Ember Cradle,
Seemingly.
potentially.
Potentially. Yes.
Okay. And Okay, I guess I could do this in character in game now. Garina's gonna. Oh, gee, fuck, has she got it? Have I got it? Yeah, Garina's gonna like pull out the replica artifact and be like, and it's got nothing to do with this.
I haven't seen that in a
Garina's gonna
while.
put it away.
That's the cradle compass. All you need is the other half, and it'll point you in the right direction.
Oh shit! Oh, we had the other half as well. Who's got it now? Thingy's got it.
It's lost now. 84 had it in the bag of holding, and when Valen slashed
Oh
the
my
bag of holding,
god!
it went.
Oh fuck! Did we realise that the artifact was in there?
Yeah, 84 put it in and held it up to get. I think she did it to get rid of it.
Oh yeah,
She knew
of
Valen
course.
wanted it.
Okay.
Are you going to?
So if I tell the gem,
Yeah.
I'll tell the gem that I'll be like, so we have the other half,
Mhm.
but it's just kind of gone now. Where did 84 put it? Like in the
In the
she put
bag
it in the bag of holding, and then that got sent.
Ah, I see what's happened. It seems the other half is lost in the astral sea. That's going to be fun for someone I know. Well, there are other ways of finding these kinds of things. It's been a while. I've been away for a long time, so specific things I'm wavy about, but there has to be someone that must know about it. Keep hold of that artifact, would you? Even though you don't have the second half, it might come in handy. At least for the
Do you
time.
think it's retrievable? Something that's gone into the astral sea.
Oh, definitely. But it's whether mortals can acquire it. How much do you know about round travel, my dear?
I'm going to assume nothing.
Probably not, no.
Yeah, I doubt it. What do you call it? Ground travel?
Realm travel.
Realm? Oh, no,
Like
no,
hopping between realms. As you hear the voice continue, it says, realm travel is, well, to put it in a mortal perspective, it's impossible. When the gods were done with their little squabble, they locked everything away. The realms are no longer open to you. So getting to the astral sea, that is quite a challenge. And without the Ember Cradle, it's impossible. However,
no.
acquiring the Ember Cradle is simply a matter of investigation and a bit of luck. I'll give it a think. I think I remember somewhere that might help, but it's fuzzy. I've been in this gem for so long. Your friends mentioned questioning someone about it.
Mm-hmm.
Start there. See what you can
Okay.
dig up. Oh, and
You'll be listening, yeah? Or do I have to relay all the information?
I'll listen to what I can, but my powers are limited, so if you could relay it, that would be wonderful.
Okay,
And
fine.
Garina, don't tell them about this. I want to stay as secret as I possibly can.
They do know I talked to you already.
I'm sure they do, but I'm very particular about who I want to hear me.
Okay. So I won't tell them about this deal.
No.
Okay, fine.
If
Brilliant.
they question about the axe, however, tell them what you wish. My boons that I grant you are yours to use however you like.
Hmm. Okay. Sounds good. I'll tell them you're nice.
Good. Thank you, my dear. Right. Now I have to do this. Come back.
Garina will go join the others.
Nice. Have you read what the purifier does now?
Yes, there's a lot.
Yes.
A lot going on with this bad boy now.
What else am I supposed to do anyway? You expect me to just sit here in silence? That's no fun for Aries. Besides, TJ will have fun watching it back. I wonder if TJ's still wearing his headphones. No, he always takes them off. Always. Look, I got a big chunk of caramel. Look at that. Mukbang with Aries. Mm. It's got like honey. Oh no, it dripped on my laptop.
In more Harrison Ford news, Captain America: The Brave New World has a popcorn bucket, and it's a Cineworld exclusive, and it's literally just the Red Hulk, and so you can eat popcorn out of Harrison Ford. And
Amazing.
Is it his mouth open or like what?
I don't know. It's just a bust of Red Hulk, and I don't know how it works, but I assume you open his head and like eat it out of his head.
Send me a photo.
It doesn't actually make a lot of sense as to what the fuck. Like, it's just a bust of Red Hulk. Like, I don't get
It
where
might
you're
just
supposed
be
to
the
eat
back of
popcorn.
his head is
Yeah,
open.
maybe yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Someone needs to like.
Have high hopes and hope that it works like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah, I was going to
Oh
say
my
like someone
God,
needs to like
yeah.
So
modify it.
looks
So
like
like
you make out with it.
yeah, so like you could just like dispense popcorn out of his mouth, so he spits popcorn
Yeah.
into your mouth as you
Yeah.
like watch a movie.
Yeah.
It'd be
That's all
great.
I ever wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford painted red, spitting popcorn into my mouth.
Yeah. It's a dream of mine. Don't kink shame. It's 2025.
This 4-hour video is just us talking about Harrison Ford.
I just need a Harrison Ford cutout to stand at the door open.
I'm getting a
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum cutout.
Oh my God, of course
near my
you are.
wardrobe door. I've always wanted.
Amazing.
I've wanted one for so long, and I keep like not buying it every time I get paid. But I'm sick and tired of that now. I'm getting it when I get paid in
Yeah.
February.
Did you watch Chaos and then you're like, Jeff Goldblum needs to be in my life?
I've always held that belief that Jeff Goldblum needs to be in my life. But when watching him as Zeus, I was like, this is probably the only man on the planet that I would legitimately turn for. Because I'd be like, if he came to me and said, I want you in my life, I want you to marry me, I want a sexual relationship with you, I want an emotional relationship with you, I'd be like, fucking yes, please. Mr. Goldblum.
Free?
Yes.
I'm very worried about Jeff Goldblum scammers now for
Yeah,
you.
I know, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, the amount
this
of
is Jeff
stories.
Goldblum here. Would you like to buy my perfume?
The amount of stories I've heard it just in the last 3 weeks of people being like, oh, like headlines being like, oh, woman was scammed out of 400 grand by like Brad Pitt and like impersonator. I was like, how? How does that happen? How does like Deborah that works at the co-op from fucking Stroud like get a message from Brad Pitt and she's like, you know what, this is legit. I'm gonna give him all my money. Like, I'm sorry. At that point, it's on you.
Hey, Jeff Goldblum here. You want to meet
Yeah.
outside the window?
A bit of that, a bit of oh yeah.
Yeah. I just want to, yeah.
Let's continue. So the Garina sort of like goes off. Jam, what would you like to do before leaving the Crown camp?
Well, I was going to talk to Karina, but she's fucked off.
You can wait till she comes back. She's not gone for too long.
No,
Yeah, I
it's
wasn't
okay.
gone long.
We're gonna chat on the travel anyway, so it's fine.
Okie dokie. Is there anything else you want to do before you leave, or?
Don't think so.
No,
By
he might
scratching
just have
Jam's
like
head.
a little bit of a groom. Like his beard is probably growing back a little bit now. He's probably
Got like a
just gonna,
5 o'clock shadow going on at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just gonna like make sure it's like it doesn't look like shit, you know.
Vi, is there anything you would like to do before you leave the camp?
Giving Jam head scratches. Yeah.
Cool.
While he trims his beard.
Yeah. Just emotional support head scratches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once
okay.
Vi is done giving Jam head scratches, he's going to like braid his hair into like a little man bun, so it stays neat and tidy
Nice.
whilst he's traveling.
I love that.
Nice.
So if that's everything everyone would like to do before leaving camp, you gather your things, you make sure you got everything ready, and you start to head off. on your first day of travel early in the morning. Someone go ahead and roll a d20.
By the way, as we leave the camp, Naren appears.
Okay.
Yeah. So Naren is now out.
You see Vi enveloped in that familiar purple smoke. As it dissipates, Naren appears before you.
And
Hello. How are we all?
Ugh.
alive now. That's nice.
Good. Yes. You were dead.
I wasn't.
I was dead.
Oh yes, the little one. How are you?
As
Alive.
Good.
Naren appears, by the way, Garina, you notice Jeannie immediately
Yeah.
just like hold on to you basically and just like not even look at her.
Yes, I like reassure her in a grasp that I've got her.
Yeah, we can go.
Cool. So who would like to roll the first d20?
I rolled. It was a 4.
4. Okay.
Oh,
So let's give you some travel. Where's the travel?
Do we
thing?
get travel music?
That is the travel music I put in the thing. That's kind of like
Oh,
I assumed you would.
I see.
Yeah, I assumed we'd get on the road quite quickly. So that's sort of the.
No, we never do anything quickly, TJ.
Ridiculous.
Ever.
TJ. Have you met us?
If we can take 3 hours doing one really simple task, we will.
True.
Yeah, my music ran out, and I was gone on to the pirate metal and rock.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Bear with me a second.
That's always good.
Just, before we head on the road properly, I am going to find some appropriate music. Bosh,
Appropriate music.
bosh.
Wonga.
I was about to say our favourite tavern music, and only to that. That's the only music we ever
Is
need.
it this one? I
Mhm.
think it's this one. I'll put this in the chat.
Please say you're putting our favourite tavern music
I
in the
think
chat.
it's this one. I'm pretty sure it is.
It is!
Yay,
there you
Oh
go.
yeah!
Let's
There you
fucking
go.
go.
We're
Oh, it's
You
only
are
halfway
just-
through a video.
just-
Go back to the
You
start.
see, audience,
Don't listen
this
to
is
us
how
for a
you
minute,
keep your
audience.
D&D party happy, is you just give them an absolute bop to listen to, and you just, it's easy. DMing is really easy as long as you have a bot.
Yeah.
I feel like you
Honestly-
need to give them context that the first time we heard this, we'd all just gone through mad
Oh yeah.
trauma.
So, wow, so this music won't be in the video, but there is. I will
Aw.
shout out the creator though. I'm pretty sure everyone that's watching this that plays D&D
Yeah.
will know about Bardify on YouTube. There is a bit of music on their channel called Tavern Dance, and it is such a good it's a good tune that we listen to whenever we go like traveling or do anything. It's sort of like individual music that the players listen to. On the first time that the players listened to this music, they went into a tavern in a nearby town after they had just gone through like very traumatic near-death experiences, and wasn't aware of like whether they were going to like Garina wasn't aware whether she'd make it out alive. Jam had just gone through some really traumatic stuff, and they sort of come together, and this was that music that I said was playing as they were talking about all this stuff, and this is what they were doing. this is what they were doing.
Wait, are we on the other
Also-
side?
Yeah, you're on
Also,
We're on this side,
my
aren't we?
yeah,
right, but they're-
we're
yeah. So that's them there and down there as well.
yeah.
TJ.
Where's that?
Mhm.
Anyway,
Huh?
I've
Yeah,
got
TJ's
distracted again.
Also-
Sorry. Yes.
Also,
yeah.
I just wanted to say who the actual artist of this
Yes.
song is.
Oh, yeah,
Her
yeah.
name is Bonnie Grace, and
The song is-
song is where is it?
The Wedding Feast.
The Wedding Feast.
That's how you find it on
forgot you
Spotify.
found. Yeah, you found it on Spotify. Yeah.
We found it on
Yep.
Spotify.
Yeah,
It's
'cause-
only a short version of it because that's what the original song is.
yeah.
But yeah, it's great.
It's
just
unreal.
needed to shout out the actual artist
Yes.
rather than just the remixer.
That's fair.
Because also listen to all of her albums. They're great. They're just great. Just been loving them. Good for car journeys. That's what I've discovered.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay, so on your first day of travel, as you progress, are you walking, by the way? Or
Oh,
Yeah, we have
shit.
horses.
Did
Do
we
we have
get
horses?
horses?
You left your horses in Windmire.
Yeah, we don't have our horses.
No.
Damn.
If we could have been given some horses, then we would definitely take some horses.
There were horses in the camp.
Ooh.
So I
Some
need.
Is
So just as like a general thing, I need everyone to make a persuasion check, just as a group persuasion check, to see if they would spare these horses. Jeannie is also going to make it as well.
I'm willing
Oh,
to
dear.
share a horse with somebody if they don't have enough.
Okay.
I'm only
got
little.
team.
You got what?
Oh wait,
This is 21.
21,
Woo!
I got 25.
25, 84?
I'm bringing the side down. I got an 8.
Okay. Karina?
Sorry.
I got a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
I hate
okay.
horses.
So you
We
are
got some bonus roll.
you are given a total of 3 horses.
Okay.
I'll walk.
No.
Well,
I'm gonna
if
share with.
you share-
I'll share with somebody.
Yeah, if Garina shares with Jeannie, I'll share with 84, and then Naren can go by herself.
Yeah, fuck
that
you,
sounds
Yeah,
Darren.
you
all
can,
right.
Darren.
I will say at this point it's actually Vi because I said as we leave the camp, Naren comes out. So
Well, yeah.
It probably still
Also-
would be that way though.
Yeah, it would be that way.
Also, Jam 84 is definitely going to be like sitting in front of you,
Oh,
like
100%.
you know, she's going to be getting cuddles as she rides. That's what.
Oh,
she wants.
100%. That's how I imagined it as well. And then Boris
Excellent.
is just also like on the horse's
Yeah.
head.
Boris is like sitting up front. He's giving directions. You know,
Yeah.
despite the fact that he doesn't know where he's going.
I would like to say if someone is walking, your party will be traveling at the speed of your slowest person. So
Well,
it
no
might
one's
take
walking,
you.
so
No one's
fine.
walking.
I was walking.
No
We're
one-
sharing horses.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought Nara was walking. Sorry.
No.
No. Naren's on the third horse,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
by herself.
okay, cool. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So just as an order, who's buddying up on what horse? What's happening with the 3 horses? So
Me and
it's
you are sharing.
okay, and then Greener and
Garina
Jeannie,
and Jeannie are sharing.
and
and
then
then-
Naren. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, so as you move into the beautiful landscape of Noro, you traverse Mother's Pass. You manage to skirt past Windmire as well. Come to like a later on in your journey, sort of like evening time, where you're ready to sort of like start to look for a place to settle camp. The road in front of you seems to be blocked by what look to be like 2 massive tree logs just in the road.
Strength training. Beat the tree up.
This would Jam know that this looks like a sus situation?
Yeah. Does this look like
Um,
someone's cut down for an ambush? How
go
do
ahead and
trees
make
look?
go ahead and make an insight check, both of you. If you want to make a Naren, if you want to make a perception check to see, to sort of examine the trees.
Okay.
That's cool. Oh, for fuck's
I
sake.
got
It was
14.
cocked.
14.
I re-rolled and I got a fucking 2. So I got 6.
6. It just looks
Bless
like
you.
some trees are falling in the road. Naren, as you sort of like look, it doesn't look like trees have been cut. It seems like they've fallen. And with a 14, as you sort of like look either side, there doesn't seem to be any tree stumps where the trees would have fallen. There's some trees either side of you, but there doesn't seem to be any tree stumps that you can see.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, these trees aren't from around here. Be on your guard, everyone.
Hmm.
Can the
Hey.
horses jump over the logs? Are they,
The logs
huge.
are relatively large. They're definitely not small enough for the horses to jump over. It looks as if it's a case of either moving the logs or going round the logs, which would divert you. Not like silly, but they are large enough to have it like take a little bit of time.
1 second. I'm just seeing whether Boris's mold earth can help at all.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So are they like stacked on top of each other?
So there's one draped across, so like the road. There's one like draped across this way, and then there's another draped across this way. They don't seem to be stacked on top. They're just one in front of the other.
That makes this more difficult. Because I was wanting Boris to sort of raise the earth on one side to get them to like roll. And so he's gonna like keep trying to raise as he goes along, creating a slope to force the logs to go one way, essentially.
Okay.
He's gonna have to cast a spell multiple times, but it is a cantrip.
As Boris casts Mold Earth, and you see the earth when the logs just sort of like shift and move, you do this a few times, and then you hear quite like a heavy rumble noise, and from behind one of the trees you see a massive like branch like appendage sort of outstretch, and you just hear what is happening as you see the other log start to sort of shift and move and roll seemingly on its own. As it turns, you see two large bark eyes open as they begin to sit up and acknowledge you. What do you do?
Oh. Hi! Sorry. Boris was just trying to move you to the side a bit so that we could pass on the road. We didn't realize we were waking you. Sorry.
It has been a while since we've had a decent sleep, and you came and interrupted that.
Sorry.
What?
I can help you get back to sleep.
I'm.
So I have a spell that can help almost force you into a sleep, or yeah, like if you want to be sleeping, I can cast a spell and you can sleep. Or second offer, I play pretty good music, and maybe I could do a little lullaby for you to help you get to sleep, to calm you down.
You see the other log sort of sit up and shift, and it starts to like stand, and you see this massive tree creature sort of shake, and its branches when you see like the leaves sort of shake out, and it goes,
I've not heard music for a while. It would be delightful to hear it again.
as you see
Excellent.
the other log that you were speaking to before, just the tree, stand and then just plant its butt on the ground and like kneel up. Its legs are up, its knees are in the air, and it goes,
Please play something for us, little one.
So I am going to play them a song of rest.
Okay.
So soothing music to help revitalize wounded allies, essentially during a short rest.
Mhm.
But it will essentially just make them feel better
Relaxed
and relaxed. So I'm gonna roll for my performance. I'm obviously using my flute that Gay Dad gave me. So that is a it is a 16.
16. As you start to play, this sort of the tune comes to you almost instinctively, naturally, and it is soothing and it's nice. And you all hear 84 playing this slow, methodic kind of lullaby tune on her flute, as you hear the grumbles of the trees go,
Whoa. Now that music.
as you see it just sort of like start to slowly like on the ground as dust gets kicked up, and the other one sort of settles itself on the side of the road as well.
And as you all begin to sort of slowly start to move forward, you hear the log as it turns and it goes,
Thank you, human. We
Problem.
apologize for the inconvenience.
Apologies for waking you up. I hope you sleep restfully.
We will.
and you just sort of see the branches sort of start to mold back in, and the heavy grumble settle to a almost what sounds like a breeze, like leaves in the breeze, as it soothes it to sleep, and you continue on. As you make up camp for the evening, is there anything anyone would like to do in this first evening at camp before we move on and continue?
Yeah.
Strength chaining.
Okay, so let's do.
That's
let's
not
do
what I was
Jam's-
thinking.
let's do
No?
Jam's thing
Oh.
first.
Well, yeah, you go.
Jam, what would you like to do?
I'd like to talk to Garina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Garina,
Yeah.
what's the deal with the weapon now with the gem? What's it doing?
So I let the gem meet the axe, and when a mummy loves a daddy very much, they
It's
become
just
one.
like, right. But what does that mean for the axe? What does that mean for you? How is it affecting?
so
Because you said that
it still,
does it still talk to you?
yeah, he still talks to me. He's still there. He has basically allowed me to do. I don't know how I'm going to show them something. So sorry, with above table, with spells, like, do I have to find the ingredients?
Not with what you are now.
Oh, okay, cool. So Garina is gonna be like, gonna say like, I held off as long as I could, because he would really like the axe, and I didn't really want them to meet, but desperate times during that last, we don't talk about it. So he said that if I need him, he'll be there tonight. We needed him, and he's just kind of in there now. But I can now do this, and she's gonna like just kind of touch her shoulder, and you're gonna see like Garina's whole body just kind of like have like almost like a dark purple glow around her, and then it's gonna fade, and she's gonna be like. So basically, she's cast mage armor, like obviously above the table, and she's gonna be like, I can kind of do a spell now.
Ooh, exciting.
She's then gonna be sick because she's never done a spell before.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got
that
Gus is
makes
over
sense.
you, just sort of like patting your back.
Yeah,
Oh, you get used to that. Don't worry.
yeah, that makes me feel really great. Not gonna lie, guys.
This is
that's all I could do, but
It's better
This
than
is huge.
nothing.
but
but
now I'm like you guys.
oh, well,
Yeah.
I guess
Oh, sorry,
it's okay. Someone has to not do magic, and I guess that'll be me.
We can teach you magic.
No, I like my swords. I'm happy with those.
Well, we could enchant your swords. They
That I
could.
like.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't want mine to talk to me though, so as long as they don't
No.
do that.
No.
Oh yeah, don't let the gem kiss it.
I'm
you'll
not
be
sure we
fine.
should let the gem kiss anything, honestly.
I didn't like the way you said that.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what this is. I think the purifier might be able to do something now as well, but
Ooh.
I haven't had a fight yet, so I don't know. It feels different, so
Feels
yeah.
different how?
It looks a bit. Do you want to use some of my tools to clean it up a bit? Maybe it doesn't look as polished as usual.
I mean, I'll leave it for now. But when we get to our next place, I probably should do that. You're right.
Okay. Let us know if anything weird happens, because I've never listen. I worked in a thing, in like a little town protection thing. I've never had a weapon talk to me.
No, same.
So like, keep us updated on it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course I will.
Cool.
Of course I will.
Yeah. Well, this is very cool stuff. Cool.
More magic users! Hooray!
Yay.
So, would anyone else like to do anything whilst you have this time in camp? If not, we can move on to the next day.
Strength training. I need to not be a -1 in strength, please.
What would you like to do for your strength training?
She's going to try and do some of the stuff she remembers like Vi and Jam doing with her. It's like picking up logs and like trying to like do pull-ups on trees and things. You know.
Jam's gonna help you out.
Go ahead and make a strength check for me. How is and before you say the number, how's Jam helping?
He's gonna be like my brain's not braining right now. What's it called when you're like there to stop people injuring themselves?
Oh, spotter. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna be like basically that for 84.
Okay.
So it's like if she's like doing a push-up and she's struggling a bit, Jam's just gonna like help her up a little bit so she gets a little bit of confidence. But he's also going to make sure that like she doesn't hurt herself like on the drop down and everything.
Nice.
And if she's throwing a log, if it like gets a bit too heavy and she Jam's gonna like try and catch it for her.
Go ahead and roll with advantage, 84.
Okay. Well, the first one was a 16.
Cool.
And we're not doing better than that.
16. You go for quite a bit, and you feel your muscles like straining just a little bit. But you feel like you're making a little bit of progress, and it feels good. But you definitely feel, given everything that's happened, that it's probably going to take you a little bit to work on this as you go. So you'll have to sort of keep it up regularly.
Damn it, that means I have to remember to do it. Fuck. We all know that's not going to happen.
Whilst Jam and 84 are doing strength training, Naren, did you want to do anything?
What's Genie doing?
Jeannie's sort of like sat on like a bit of tree log just next to like the fire that you guys have got going. I should probably change this actually. Next to the fire that you guys have got going. And she's just sort of like working on like little bits, and she seems to be chipping away a bit of wood, and she seems to be like making something.
Okay. Naren would like to not go over with like much bravado or confidence or anything. She's gonna be like remembering because she noticed that she upset Genie.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be going over just a little bit timid.
Mm-hmm.
Does Garina notice this?
I'd say probably if you were around the camp, you'd notice Naren sort of heading.
She's not gonna sit next to her or anything, but she's gonna like try and get just a little bit closer.
Garina's just gonna make sure she like purposefully gets up and goes sit right next to Genie, like purifier in hand.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, then if I'm witnessing that, then I guess I'm just gonna be like, just sort of sitting there and just be like, guess I'm just keeping warm by the fire at this point.
You see Genie sort of like
Naren's so lonely.
Did you just laugh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like she was nasty to Genie. I could be nasty to Genie.
So as you sort of like sit near the fire, sort of looking over to Genie, seeing Garina with the purifier in hand, you see Genie sort of seemingly. You don't know whether she hasn't noticed you or whether she's
not looking up, but she doesn't acknowledge that you're across from her.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's gonna be Naren for the night then. She's not gonna try and broach anything further.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
She feels awkward. She's like kind of like looking over and then like looking away and then like 84 Jam. Yeah, they're doing a thing. Okay. Yeah.
TJ.
And that's just
Yes.
gonna be her. She's gonna like wrap herself up a little bit and just
Nice.
be warm.
Okay. Yes.
Just before bed, can I read some of this dumb fucking book that I need to cast comprehend languages for?
Yes, you can.
But I'll only read an hour because that's all comprehend languages allows me to do.
Okay, no worries. Alternative, I mean, you could cast it multiple times if you wanted to.
I could. I mean,
It
how
depends
long
on
do
how
you think
much
the
you wanna read.
evening is? Because obviously we've
So
done some strength training, and so I don't want to like push it. of,
true.
like-
I'd say you can probably get a maximum of about 3 hours in if you wanted to push it. But it's between 1 and 3 hours if you wanted to.
Okay, well she'll do 2 hours because like then she starts to notice that people are like thinking about going to bed and she's like, I should probably put it down.
So go ahead and mark off 2 hours on that book. You get 3 hours down in a 60-hour book.
Wow, 3 out of 60.
Yep.
You know what? On my character sheet now, I've now created a book hours like
Nice.
checker,
Love
so
that.
that I
That's
know how many hours I've done.
Okay, so as you all sort of dip to bed and get yourselves comfy, you wake up fresh in the morning. So who wants to roll me a roll 20 now? Roll 20? D20.
Who wants to roll 20
Who
or
wants
roll
to roll
20?
I wish I could roll a 20.
Roll a 20, please. Everyone roll 20.
Okay, who actually wants to roll 20?
Who
Roll a
is rolling
D20?
Rolled the last one.
Who does the thing?
I'll do it.
Ash,
Cool.
14.
14. Okie dokie. You travel through the day, and at this time of year, it's fairly breezy. It's a little bit cold, but the sun is out. And for this day, nothing seems to deter you from your journey, and nothing of note seems to jump out at you on your way to Shaletown. So you go through this day completely unburdened, and you make camp the next night. So if there's anything anyone would like to do on this night of camp, let me know. If not, we can move on to the next day.
Redo everything I did before.
Go. Go ahead and make a strength check with advantage if Jam is helping.
Are you helping,
yeah.
Jam?
Of course he is. He's got to keep up his gains too.
They're both kind of shit. It's a 9 and a 1.
You're pretty tired from the day before. You feel like you overdid it a little bit with the strength training and the book. So you're sort of like you're like a little bit fatigued and you're a little bit like your muscles are very like limp and just you're not feeling it tonight. So
Like,
yeah.
84, tomorrow we should see if we can find some eggs. I think you need them.
Say find some eggs or fight some eggs.
Find some eggs. I think you need them. Protein.
Sounds like a plan. I will
Yeah.
climb some trees and see if I can find any.
Okay, so if there's anything anyone else would like to do before the next
I
day,
would like to try and approach Jeannie again.
okay.
Karina does the same thing that she did before.
No, you're not allowed.
You're not allowed this woman.
Jeannie tonight, she just seems to be like sipping a cup of tea and just sort of like relaxing on a nearby stone.
Cool. Well, yep, seeing Garina again, now it's just gonna be like alright, okay.
I'm assuming this is like in the evening, so does Jam notice this?
I'd say so. If you were all sort of like around the camp, you'd all sort of notice everything happening within the camp.
Alright. Jam's gonna approach Naren.
Oh yeah, now it's gonna walk off because she's gonna be like, oh my god, okay, well it's not happening tonight.
Jam does like a little awkward jog to catch up to Naren. Hey, Bud.
Hi.
Doing okay?
How you doing, Jam?
I'm good. How you doing? You seem to just kind of be hovering a little bit. Do you need anything? Can I help with anything? Just wanted to make sure you're doing okay.
So I might have upset Jeannie unintentionally the last time I was out. And I'm trying to apologize because I didn't mean to upset her. And also, Fi told me it was something I should do. And I feel like I should anyway, because again, I did not mean to upset her. But I can't talk to Jeannie because Karina keeps coming up with her big axe and sitting next to her, and that's kind of intimidating, and I don't really want to start a fight. So, yes, I'm just trying to talk to Jeannie and apologize and explain what I was saying and not trying to offend, so that we can hopefully move on and not have this awkwardness.
Got ya.
But I can't approach Jeannie because Karina is clearly on watch duty or something. So
Garina is very protective of Jeannie, and rightfully so. Jeannie is a delight.
understandable, yes. She
you
is a
want me
lovely,
to,
very powerful woman, and I do not wish to harm her. I just want to apologize.
Okay. Would you like me to talk to them just so they're maybe a little bit less intimidating? I can't promise that Garina's gonna go away or be any less intimidating, but at least if they know your intentions, maybe they won't be as intense.
I mean, it would probably help. I'm not going to ask you to do that. I will say it would probably help, but I'm not going to ask that of you because this is not your burden to bear. And
I'm not going to help you with anything else. Don't get me wrong. But just helping you get the ball rolling, because this is the second night now that I've seen you look at them and then walk away. So
I mean, this is the first time I've walked away. The second time I just sat there.
Yeah, but
kind of hoping they'd chill out a little bit, but they didn't.
No. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm not in the right mood now to have that conversation. So
That's okay. I can still chat with them, and I'll just let them know, to maybe just give you a bit of a chance.
Thank you, Jam. That
Of
would be
course.
appreciated.
I'm trying to keep it nice here.
You're doing such a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I'm
And Jan's
sorry
gonna be
that
like-
I've taken Vi away from you for this time being.
She warned me. It's okay.
I know.
I don't mind being around you. It's okay.
Thank you. That means that's nice. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna have some alone time if that's
I'm
okay.
gonna Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Bye.
Finger guns, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jam's gonna walk over to Jeannie
Okay.
and Garina.
Jam, you walk over to Green and Genie. Naren, is there anything else you'd like to do before?
Yeah, I would like to keep walking away for a bit longer. And I would like to try and reach out to the person who stopped me dying.
Okay. How would you like to do that?
I'm gonna sit on the floor,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna sort of have my eyes shut and just sort of talk, just be like, so you've not spoken to me in a very long time, and I'm just wondering if you're ever planning to again. I want to know your intentions. I want to know why me. And if you're listening, it'd be really nice to at least know your name.
Go ahead
Just-
and make a charisma save for me.
Oh, charisma save.
Mhm.
That is a 19.
19. As you sort of sit here and you question, you slowly begin to see your surroundings as they sort of shift and move with the breeze. But then they start becoming slightly more than just the breeze. You see the bark on the trees almost melt just a little bit. You see the grass, the blades of grass become more flexible, like tendrils whipping in the wind. And you start to get faded images of blackened space with stars and galaxies and nebulas, and you see a familiar streak of light casting through this space. As you rush towards it, the image fades again into a familiar image of you sitting again on your own, away from the group, near a large city. You recognize it to be Monarch, and you're asking the same questions, and those images fade into your mind, almost like memories or visions overlapping. And as it gets to a point where, Naren, you almost get frustrated with the lack of answers, the mysticism behind whoever this is that you know is there, because you can feel it in the back of your neck. You almost start to stand and give up in frustration as you hear a giggle. And you hear a voice. And it says, well, that's no fun. You'll see. As it fades and whispers out. And you're left in the night, and you see the pale blue moon in the sky, and you blink, and the blades of grass have gone back to blades, and the bark on the trees is as stiff as it was.
And that's it, is it?
That's all you get.
All right. Well, Naren's going to get up in a huff and start Eldritch blasting a few trees.
You hear from the camp, you just hear out like in the distance as you splinter these trees and bark flies everywhere. Whilst this is happening,
And then she's
Yeah.
going to head back to camp after she cools off.
Okay. Jam, as you walk over to Garina and Jeannie sitting on this like stone protrusion, what would you like to do?
He's gonna approach with like the same energy. He's gonna be like, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
Karina's gonna just she's gonna be like starting to like polish her axe a little bit after Jam said,
Mhm.
you know, it needs a bit of polishing. Gonna look up, like very aware of that tone of voice, and just be like, "What do you want, Jam?"
Okay, so hear me out, right?
Hmm.
Naren's gonna be around for like a week. And
Yep. And then she's gonna show you a hand. She's like counting down the days until Darren's gone.
He's just gonna be very much like, right. I would like, so she's aware that she's upset Jeannie. I don't know details, but she's aware that she's upset Jeannie, and she would like to be able to talk about it. I think she wants to apologize. And basically she's a little bit scared. She's a little bit, you know, she doesn't want to cause more issues. So
Karina's gonna start smiling when Jam said
Yeah.
she's a bit scared. I'm like,
I
yeah,
knew that was
yeah,
gonna
she
happen
is.
as soon
Yeah,
as the
she
word left
fucking
my
should
mouth.
be.
And I would just like to ask that to help things maybe ease up a little bit. So there's a little bit less tension in camp, that we maybe give her a little bit of a chance to talk. It's, you know, she's just She wants to try.
Garina's just gonna look straight at Jeannie and be like, "Sure, your shout."
Jeannie sort of like looks up and adjusts her glasses a little bit, and she says, I'm not the kind of person that holds grudges, Jam. You know this.
Mm.
You all know me. It's not really my shtick. So if she is genuine, if she wants to apologize, then she can. Given her tone the last time, I'm unsure whether her attitude will allow her to go as far as apologizing, personally. But if she would like to try, I'm not going to refuse her that opportunity. But if you shouldn't have to be the messenger, Jam. I know you want to make sure everyone's okay and you want to keep peace in the camp. And I understand that Garina is very scary. But if she was serious about apologizing, she would come and do it properly. But if she would like to, with Garina's word to not do anything, or if you feel like you're going to say something, Garina, that's not very nice, then take a deep breath and take a walk. But I'm not going to deny her the opportunity. But she has to come and do it.
Was just a bit.
She has to come and do it herself.
Yeah, I'm not going to apologize for her. I don't even know what was said. It's not my place. I just want to make sure there's space for this conversation to happen, so that there's a little bit less tension. I'm also doing this for selfish reasons, if that makes you feel better. I don't like how it feels when there's tension in the camp.
To be honest, my love, I'd not forgotten about it, but I'd moved on. I don't hold grudges. I was very shook. What she said to me, I was just shook about it, and so I processed it in my own way and I moved on. But again, I won't deny her an apology if that's what she wants.
Okay. I know you said for me not to be a messenger, but I'm gonna go let her know.
All right, love, go on. Off you go.
Thank you. Okay, just gonna scurry off.
As you run off, you see Naren just about like peering into like the outside of where your camp is after being gone. And Naren, you see Jam running up to you.
He's doing like a little awkward jog. He's not quite like he's just he's gonna stop for a minute. He's just
Hey. Hey. You okay?
I should have jogged.
Yeah, I was coming back.
I know, but it's fine. I'm here now. Okay. Hey.
Hey.
I spoke to them. Jeannie is open to hearing an apology from you if that's what you would like to do. Jeannie said something like, if you wanted to do it, you would do it proper, something like that. So, I don't know what that means, but Garina's probably still going to be there.
It was a little hard when there's giant axe next to who you want to talk to. Yeah. I can't promise she's not going to have the axe out, but she's not going to use it. The axe is always out. It's on her back.
I'm not going to be there for this apology because it's not my place. This is for you to do.
Okay.
But just know your apology is wanting to be heard out, I think. Jeannie said that she doesn't hold grudges. But, so I think you've got a fighting chance here. Just don't fuck up. I believe in you.
Just out of curiosity, I'm not accusing you of anything.
I don't know what was said, but just don't do the thing you did before. whatever you did to upset her, don't do that again.
I talked about her husband slightly.
Yeah, don't do that.
Hmm.
That's kind of an important person to her, I think.
I wasn't trying to cross a line. I was just trying to understand. And clearly that crossed the line.
Yeah. Don't over-explain yourself. Just apologize, I think.
So don't explain why I said what I said.
Well, you might dig yourself a hole if you do that. I think just do it proper. If she wants an explanation, she'll ask for one.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm very
sorry that you had to have the conversation.
No. I said this to Jeannie as well. I'm doing this for selfish reasons. I don't like there being tension in camp. So I'm gonna go to bed.
Thank you for you then, I guess. But
cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
And he's gonna go to bed. Yeah. He's gonna be very happy that you did it back.
You see a stupid little grin on Naren's face for making you happy.
As Jam scarpers off into camp, into his tent, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna. So is everyone else going to sleep right now? Are they or?
I assume by this point, yeah, people are sort of like starting to sort of make their way to their own tents. And you see Jeannie sort of, she puts a small like book away that she's gotten out, and she starts like packing up, ready to head to bed.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to sit by the fire for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And how far away would you say Jeannie is?
A few dozen feet.
Say again?
A few dozen feet, like
a few dozen
12, 15 feet away from you. It's not a very large camp.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah. All right. At that point, yeah, she's gonna rip off the band-aid.
Okay.
And she's gonna get up and walk towards Jeannie, but then stay about, say, 10 feet away because she doesn't want to get too close because then Garina's going to show up, isn't she? So...
I'd probably... Garina, what are you doing?
Garina's there.
Yeah, Garina's already there, but you know.
Yeah, as soon as Naren gets up, Garina's just gonna, like, still, like, just, like, kind of, like, cleaning the blade and stuff, is gonna look up, see Naren get up, and then just look at Jeannie and say, just give me the word and I behead the bitch. And then just carry on. But, like, so nonchalant.
She puts her hand on your shoulder and she's like, bless you. It's all right. It won't come to that. And she sort of like, just sort of looks at you, Naren, and starts just packing things.
But yeah, I'm just about 10 feet away. I'm just going to be like, hi, Jeannie. I would just like to sincerely apologize for overstepping before. It was not my intention. And I do not want to offend you in any way. And I have realized what I said was not okay. I just want to hopefully. I won't say we're going to be friends in any way because that's going to definitely be asking too much. But if we could, I just want to apologize. I'm really sorry, and I hope that I don't overstep a boundary again with you because you're a very lovely person, and you don't deserve to be hurt in any physical way or emotional way or anything. And I would like us to get past this little hurdle. Well, not little. Again, I'm so sorry. And if you want me to explain why I said what I said, then I will. But I'm also understand if you want to just leave it. And I'm very sorry.
You're not used to saying sorry a lot, are you, boy?
I'm not used to being around people a lot.
Kind of gathered that. Look, I would be lying if I said that what you said didn't hurt, because it did. And since we don't know each other, it sort of lent itself to first impressions. However, holding grudges is beneath me. I did it when I was younger. It never worked out. And so I've learnt along the way that if someone is sincerely apologetic, if they're seriously sorry, then it's worth hearing them out. One thing you have to learn about me, Naren, is I want to make sure everyone's okay. But before that I do that, they have to earn it. They might not know it. They might not know how they're earning it. But when it happens, it happens. I've heard your apology. And I do accept it. But you haven't earned my trust yet. I don't want for you to be an outsider. I don't quite understand the relationship between you and Vi.
We're still learning that ourselves, to be honest.
And I hope that you do figure it out. I truly do. But as far as I'm concerned, you are a different person, and in my book, you have to earn your place. And I'd say this is probably a step in the right direction. And I appreciate you for coming in and apologising, albeit it was just in the future. As scary as my lovely greener is, if you feel truly sincerely apologetic, and you feel what you're doing is right, you shouldn't be afraid to do it. I noticed you yesterday, and I notice you tonight. In the future, if it ever comes to it, and I hope it doesn't, just come up to me. Just say you're sorry. That's all I ask.
Understood. It's a little hard when I'm not always out.
Well, I think Vi needs to give you a little bit more leeway. You are your own person. You're clearly not some sort of imaginary being. And I think
Definitely not.
if you and Vi have a chat, you might be able to come to some sort of agreement. I think that's the you thing that you need to come to. But right now, I accept your apology, and I truly do hope that we come to a place where you might earn my trust.
I hope so too, Jeannie. And if it's not overstepping,
She sort of like narrows her eyes at you.
yep.
Go on.
If it's not overstepping, I sincerely would enjoy to hear more about your faith from before that you're reconnecting with, just to learn. I won't push anything. I just would like anything you would possibly like to share. I would be very interested, as I am not overly familiar with faiths of that type.
when you're ready for it, we might talk. But I don't think you are just yet. You've got a few things you need to work out with yourself. And as she like turns and sort of starts to pack, she goes, just one last thing. And I don't want to. Jan was right. I don't want there to be any tension between us. We have to travel together after all.
Mhm.
I want you to have the best intentions for this group. I truly do. And if you don't, the group will know, and I would be afraid for your safety. So in terms of what you said to me, your comments, I think you should learn a lot from Garina and Jam. You don't need power or magic. You don't need to be the most powerful person to protect those you love. I think you'd learn a lot from those two. Good night, Aaron.
Aaron's gonna like really grit her teeth at the comment.
Mhm.
Just in her mouth, like. But yeah, after doing that, she's gonna be like, "Thank you, Jeannie. Good night to you as well, and I hope you sleep well."
She turns and sort of like just walks
Yep.
away.
Yep, that's fair. And then I'm gonna go and sit by the fire again for a bit until everyone's like asleep, and then I'm just gonna be like, I'll keep first watch, and then maybe I'll poke Jam and just see if he wants to keep next watch, and I'll go to sleep.
As the night sort of like comes to a close, everyone's gone to bed, and Aaron, you sort of sit there looking at the flames. You hear like the crackle of the wood and the char, and the
She's really somber, by the way. She's not happy. She's not angry. She's just a bit.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
As this crackling is happening, it starts to sort of like almost morph into giggling again, that familiar giggling. You don't hear a voice, but you hear a joyful giggle from the flames. Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
That is a 21.
21. You sit there for a second, and as you just hear this ethereal giggle waving around you, emanating from the fire, you get a sense that it's the result of the conversation and the tension that arise between you and Jeannie. You get a sense that whatever this is, whatever's just happened, it seems to have brought whatever this thing is just a smidgen of joy.
Okay. Interesting.
As the night fades on, you eventually end your watch, you head to sleep, and the morning greets you. And it is the third day of travel. So, who would like to roll a d20 for me for the third day of travel?
It's a 20.
20.
Do we both get 20?
Okay. So as you're moving along, it doesn't take you long. You've been traveling for about 2 or 3 hours or so, sort of looking at the scenery. Sort of like seemingly, you can now at this point as well, you can see far, far off in the distance a very dense forest, a dark, dense forest that sort of almost, you look at it and you almost feel sadness for like a split second, and it just sort of goes away. and there's like a moment where you sort of get choked up a little bit as you look over in the horizon at this dense forest, and you sort of blink it away and you're like, odd. You're able to acknowledge it. You don't understand why you felt sadness looking at this place. But as you continue, you all see a hunched old man on the road with what looks to be sort of like a crooked cane almost. It's just dressed in tattered rags. He seems to be carrying very little on his person, and he sort of sees you approach. He goes, "Ah, hello, travelers. I'm terribly sorry to bother you in your time of travel, but I don't suppose you have directions to where I need to go, do you?"
Do you need to go?
Well, it's difficult. I'm looking for a particular person. I don't suppose you know who he is. You might have met him on the road. He's a short, deep gnome, blue hair, musical kind of fellow.
We know that guy.
You do? Wonderful. I believe he made his way to this area. I don't suppose he told you where he was going, did he?
Nope. Haven't
Why-
seen him in
why-
ages.
Why are you looking for him, may I ask?
We share an old acquaintance I wish to reconnect with.
Ah, who? He might have talked about him.
He might have. He might not have.
TJ,
Yes.
sorry, can I just look out to see if this guy's intentions are like pure or like malicious?
Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
Oh, well, that's not going to work. That is 7.
7. It is given everything you've been through, it is highly suspicious to have an old man on the side of the road that knows someone that you know. Just in this region, you've never been here before. But as far as you're aware, he's not concealing anything. He's not, hiding anything on his person. He seems, in his speech, he seems to be genuine. He seems to just be wanting to find someone. As he sort of continues. Yeah. go on.
Can I also do an insight check? Because 84 is picking up on the fact that everybody's not so happy-go-lucky as she is feeling about this guy. She's like, huh.
Go ahead and make
why?
Whilst you're rolling that, I'm going to continue. Whilst you think that he might not have, he also very much well could have. So if he has mentioned him, I would be able to tell you if I knew who you're talking about.
Is an old acquaintance of his by the name of Neo. Don't suppose your friend has ever mentioned a Neo to you, has he?
Has Brotron mentioned a Neo?
I think
Not
so.
that I remember.
No. Okay, cool.
Also,
yeah.
got a 16, by the way.
16. You're very aware that your joyous, we know him, has been met with ooh.
And she's gonna message into Jam's head and be like, "Did I do something wrong? Was I not supposed to say something?"
Jam's gonna put his hand on 84's shoulder and he's just gonna be like, "You're alright, don't worry."
Okay.
But Jam's just gonna be like, no, I don't think he has mentioned him. Sorry for not being able to help you out there.
So, don't suppose directions are available for me.
I'm afraid not. We probably won't know where you're going.
It is a shame, but I understand. Anyway.
Where did you last see him?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It was a while ago. I believe I was in Monarch. And as he says this, Garina, he looks directly at you and he goes, I don't suppose he told you where he was going, did he?
Hate that. No.
Hmm.
No.
A shame. Very well. It is a shame I can't be pushed in the right direction, but my travels will take me to him eventually, I suppose. I apologize to interrupt your travels. I hope wherever you are going, you are ready. Enjoy your day.
I'm gonna stop you there. That's a weird thing to say, my guy.
Everyone must be ready for the destination that they travel, no? Whether it is good or
Okay.
bad or in between.
Yeah, but saying that to strangers, allegedly,
Train.
saying that to strangers, it's a little weird. People don't usually say that unless they like know something.
Oh, I know many things.
Do tell.
Darren would like to message into his head and say, "What's your game, old man?"
He sort of like looks at you now and he goes, "Games are funny wording. No, I don't play games. I like to meet strangers and give them little tidbits here and there. But since you cannot
Right.
help me with my friend, I must be on my way. I'm sure."
Sorry, who's he looking for?
Brolton.
Voltron.
Oh, why have I wrote down Neo?
Because he's
No,
looking
Neo
for.
is who.
Yeah.
Their mutual friend is Neo.
Yeah, it wants to find
Apparently.
Brolton to find Neo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay. Brilliant. I was reading my notes. I was like, what's happening? Okay, right, fine.
So
Thank you.
who is this Neo?
Mm,
If Brolton was such good friends with him, I'm sure he would have mentioned.
It isn't on my place today. When you see him again, you might want to ask him. I'm not in the business of revealing those personal pasts of people.
I see. That's fair. Cool. Which I'm just gonna look at the others and just be like,
So, quick question.
Hmm.
Are you just like asking every stranger you meet whether they've seen this guy or like some magical intervention, like, you know, told you that we might know who this man is?
I have asked a few people, but you all seem like the most reliable.
Reliable. Funny.
With the information of
say-
his whereabouts.
you say you last saw Brolton in Monarch. When was that? You said it was a while ago, but how long is a while for you?
Mhm.
Over a month ago. I cannot remember the town. Where was it? Sunstone. Yes, that was it. Sunstone. Beautiful place. I'm sorry that you cannot help. I best be on my way.
DJ,
Yes.
did I remember that he went off to talk to somebody in Sunstone while we're in the pub? I believe.
You had left by that point, but Garina, as
Okay.
he mentioned Sunstone, you do remember that there was someone who approached you both in Sunstone that seemed to recognize Broltrin. And go
Was that
ahead.
at the theatre thing?
No, that was so when
Oh.
you infiltrated the first base.
When you told them we know their plans,
Yeah, so it was-
and you brought up everything.
So
Ah,
it was as Cirrus walked into the bar, you were speaking to a figure. Go ahead and make a wisdom check for me.
me?
Yeah.
I'm not very wise. Oh, I am today. 19.
Woo!
As they're talking, you recognize his voice as very distinctive as the voice of the man that approached Broltrin while she was sitting at the bar in Sunstone and seemed to know him from somewhere.
Oh. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Did I hear their conversation?
Yeah,
Sunstone.
he mentioned that he knew him, and that Broltron was on the right path, and that he would probably meet him again sometime soon.
Oh, okay. I don't say anything.
Okay.
Before you go, what is your name, real quick? Just so I can address you properly, of course.
I've had many names, but I'm commonly known as Papa.
Ugh.
Ew.
Cool.
And second most common name you're known as?
There's not really a hierarchy of naming conventions.
Right. Okay. So, Papa, as you say your name is.
Yes.
Whose papa are you, though?
Um.
To be called Papa, whose Papa are you?
I have many.
Yeah. Are you like?
many
I
children?
see. Is Brotron one of those?
No.
Okay. So real quick question: what are your intentions with Brotron? What are your
I simply
intentions?
wish
my
to find
son?
him. Simply wish to find him and just ask him about his history with Neo.
Cool. Okay.
If you ever see him again, tell him that Neo says hello.
I thought you were looking for Neo.
I am.
Yeah.
No.
So why do you know that Neo says hi? So clearly you found him already.
Good day to you. As he sort of like just starts to sort of hobble along the road, like back to where you've come from, basically. You just sort of see him like hunched over, hobbling down the road. And there's like a moment where you eye him up as he's walking, and as you turn to continue your journey, you look back, and he is gone. You just see leaves and feathers and bits of dust and seemingly like dark debris that's just fallen onto the ground where he was walking. Yes.
Sorry, I was going to say Naren's not taking her eyes off him until he's out of range. So
Okay.
what does Naren
So
see?
you, as you watch him walk away, you blink, and he's gone. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything. You just see him 1 second verminantly looking at him as he walks, and the second you blink, in that split millisecond, you just see him gone.
Do I notice any like arcane, like was it a dimension door sort of thing, or?
Go ahead and make an arcane check for me.
Oh my god, I rolled rubbish today. 8. You know what? These aren't even Naren's dice. Where are Naren's dice? There we go.
You don't notice anything.
Damn it.
Okay.
Naren's dice are also rolling rubbish.
So as
Onwards and
onwards
alongwards.
and upwards. So as you continue on, you make camp for the evening. Is there anything anyone would like to do before the final day of travel, or would you like to
I
move
want
on?
to have a little
do.
chat with 84.
Chat about what? Chat about what?
So,
while we do the strength training.
Yeah. We're multitasking here. So, 84, right? When someone
You can roll whilst doing this, by the way, Katie, if you want to.
when someone approaches us asking about a friend, I don't think we should be as open about it. They might not have the best intentions.
I'm just excited. We haven't
I
heard from
know.
Boltron in ages.
I know, it's very exciting hearing about Broltron. We do miss him, of course. But that man seemed a little bit sketchy.
I don't feel like he had bad intentions. Weird, maybe, but Boltron
Yeah.
was also quite weird, and he had weird friends.
You're so right. You're very right. But we don't know what this man wants with Broltron, and usually if someone says, "Oh, by the way, this person says hi," Jam says it just like that, by the way.
Great.
You know, I don't feel like, if someone came over to me and said, "By the way, Valen says hi," I'd be a bit like, "Ugh." Yeah.
I don't know
So we
about
don't know.
that.
Yeah, we don't know what this person, who this Neo person is. Bartram didn't really chat much about him, so I don't know. It might be a bad thing.
He just didn't seem like a mean old man. I mean, how can you be a mean old man when your name is Papa? Papa.
Yeah, I just thought it was a little bit sketchy. So I just I'm not like telling you off or anything, by the way. I just think that maybe we should approach with a little bit more caution. Just so we can keep all our friends safe.
84 nods and she's like, I will approach people with more caution.
If anyone ever asks for me, unless it's my parents or someone that you've met before and you know is a good guy, they don't know me. Okay.
Okay. You got it. And
Cool.
she like puts
Apart
out
from
her
if it's,
pinky.
Cool. Jam's gonna immediately hook your pinky, and of course,
Pinky
if
promise.
it's Yuko, of course. But
Yeah.
it's we're a bit away from where I think she is at the moment, so
We'll find her. It's fine. We'll do it.
Jam starts thinking about Yuko again. He's like, oh shit.
By the way, this conversation distracted her so much she got a 1.
Yeah. So as you're like lifting these logs, like as you're doing this, the conversation just sort of gets like sort of comes to a head, and 84 being completely distracted and realizing that like this conversation is actually like super interesting because you're learning something about like not giving too much information away. You're like, oh wow, just boom, and like you just the log just like falls, and you just and you just sort of take a knee a second, but you get a log just like land on you.
I'm
It's
thinking
like, oh, are you
like,
okay?
I'm thinking like comical bonk on the
Yeah.
head,
Yeah.
you know, like
Bonk sound
that like boing
Yeah.
sound effect going off, and she's just like, ow. I guess my head's not in the game.
Awful.
That was terrible, 84, and I'm so proud of you.
I'm learning from you. And she's like, well, I might not be getting any stronger, but I'm getting smarter, so wiser. So that's good. She's like, on that train of thought, I have a book to read.
All right, enjoy your words.
I would enjoy them more if they weren't all in Draconic.
Oh. Enjoy your Draconic words.
And 84
Sounds
looks
like-
slightly dejected over the fact that she has to cast Comprehend Languages.
Jam's gonna look over your shoulder for a little bit as you're reading. He's like, I have no idea what any of this says. I'm gonna lie down.
As the conversation comes to a head, is there anything else anyone would like to do before we move on to the next day?
Garina is gonna just sit around the fire tonight, and having her first cigarette in ages. And she's gonna be looking and like spinning like in her hand the lighter that Boltron gave her. And just just sat there kind of like looking, thinking, like really deep in thought. Just kind of to herself being like, what's going on with you bastard?
Nice. Naren, is there anything you would like to do?
Just
Gonna go
awkwardly
off.
stands over Jeannie the entire time. He's like,
no. Nara would like to sort of watch Jam and 84 if that's allowed. Like she'll
Yeah.
sort of like go over and give like a little wave just before they start, and then like if they seem chill, then she'll just like sit and just watch, just observing.
Jam would have
Just-
waved back.
84 is
Sure.
completely oblivious.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
is. She's like psyched. She's pumped. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get so strong, and then obviously,
Yeah.
fails at
And-
that.
And then yeah, when 84 drops the, was it a log on your
Yeah.
head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Naren's gonna sort of go, "Are you okay, 84?"
And you're just watching 84 doing the whole like bumping her head, and
Yeah.
she's like, I guess my head wasn't in the game. You just hear Jam's like, oh god, with like how bad the joke was.
Yeah. Naren is also going to like die inside slightly at hearing that, but then be like, "You'll get it next time." She's trying to be supportive. She's really trying. Yeah.
Okay, so as you collectively all have your moment in camp, you sleep for the final time before reaching Shelltown. So on the fourth and final day of travel, go ahead. Someone make a roll. Do
I think it's
Just roll.
Chloe's
Make a
turn.
roll 20.
Me! Make a roll
Yeah.
20.
Make a roll 20.
Oh,
Do
God.
it.
Also, 84.
I
would
can
you
do it.
would you have had to nick any rations off me whilst I'm doing this?
15.
Yeah, I would have. I would have had to nick a ration off of you.
Okay.
I would have
Oh, yeah, I need
had to
get rid of
nick
a ration.
one ration.
All right. Cool. I've taken that off then.
Cool.
Nice.
I've taken another one off.
Yeah.
okay,
A ration
so
lasts one day, all right?
yeah,
Yeah,
so every time you sleep, just take one ration off.
Yeah, cool. I've taken off 3 since we've been here.
Okie dokie, awesome. So on the fourth and final day of travel, you all gather your things up, you take your horses, and you ride and ride. And at this point, you're getting closer and closer to what you're now looking at, this huge forest expanse that covers just an unknown amount of the land. You vaguely see like a darkness like overhead, like there's clouds almost, like dark grey clouds that seem to be like gathering, but they seem to be also molding and moving into the regular clouds beyond. It doesn't strike you as too weird, apart from the fact that like a lot of the skyscape at the moment seems to be white clouds, kind of bluish sky. But in this expanse of forest, there seems to be a darkening of the clouds happening. And as you ride closer and closer to this foresty expanse, you feel yourselves getting more and more upset. For some reason, you just feel that moment where something sad happens and you know you're just about to cry, but you hold yourself back. That feeling erupts in all of you over and over and over again as you continue to look on at this expanse. It seems like a very dry, drow day. Almost like something has happened, but nothing's happened, but you feel sad. And as you move further, you see just way off over like a hill, there is a cluster of people on horses that are dressed in gold and blue robes. 84, you would recognize these robes as the Kashari Assembly, the people who run the library in Monarch. As they sort of like, they seem to be observing this expanse of forest. They're dozens and dozens of feet away up on this hill, but you see them and they seem to be like just observing this environment above you. And as you continue on down the road, you make one last camp. So what we'll say is we're gonna go to have like a little break in a second. So in this night of camp, 84, go ahead and roll me a strength check with advantage, and then take off any hours of reading you want to do.
Oh, thank fuck with advantage. Because beforehand it was a natural 1, which would have been a 0. But now it's an 18. Hell yeah.
Okay. 18. So yeah, you feel a lot better than you did the night before. You're less distracted, and you're more focused in on like the training. So as
Also, I've cracked down a whole 10 hours of this book out of 60. Just saying.
nice, well done.
We're doing great.
Yeah, not too bad. So the travel's what's going to get it, I reckon.
Yeah, honestly, it's going to be like, I
Yeah.
have time. Wow, read.
Okay, so as the night comes to an end, you wake up and you don't travel for long until you come across what looks and feels like the ending of Nora. You get to a point where you're in front of this forest area and your upset feeling now focuses in more and you feel kind of sick, just a little bit of nausea in your stomach, and it feels drastically different from the rest of the region that you've been traveling. And as you step forward into this threshold, you see fog just everywhere. And there's a darkening that happens as you step into this wooded area towards where you know Shaletown is. It almost feels like you're enveloped in this darkness, as if you'd never even seen the light behind you. I need everyone except 84 to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh,
I'm used to this.
oh, fuck me. That
What?
one.
Sorry, what are we rolling
Wisdom save.
Wisdom
for?
save.
Wisdom.
Well, I'm dead.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh dear.
What did you roll, Garina?
Oh!
And that one.
Nat 1, okay.
Garina has become part fish, part human.
Jam, what did you roll?
Yay.
19.
19.
We're going into the mist, guys. We're gonna get mist touched.
Um,
We're gonna
Garina's
find...
like,
no,
I can't see over the mist.
25.
25.
We're gonna
Fucking
find
hell.
Skrunk.
Jesus.
I've got a +6 wisdom.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you have a
Uh,
+6 wisdom?
Because I'm a
Holy shit.
warlock tiefling.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm proficient in wisdom and charisma.
Woo!
So I've got a +8 on charisma saves.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. My normal charisma modifier is +5, and then my normal wisdom modifier is +3. So
Damn.
the proficiency adds a +3.
Yeah,
Which is
the
great.
proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you all come into this expanse and this area, you feel strange.
Ooh.
TJ, just a
feel-
quick thing for notes. This is the Mist of Shaletown, right?
Yes.
Nice. Thank you.
Bear with me just a second. You feel.
It moves. It makes me feel kind of
Oh.
sick.
Good, good. It'll help you feel in
Ooh.
character.
Yeah, it's immersion. It's immersion. So as you step into this expanse,
Oh.
you see the fog
Cool.
moving at your feet. You feel this overwhelming sense of sickness fall over you, as well as feeling kind of upset, but not quite. And Garina, you immediately sort of like you step in and you start like giggling a little bit, and you're like, this feels pretty right. And it doesn't take you too long before you shake that off and you don't understand why you've just felt like you should be here.
Ooh.
And that's when we're going to take
So
a
I
little bit of a
start
break.
giggling and
Cool.
feel like I should be here.
Yes.
TJ,
Yes.
very quick thing. Does this count as maybe a magical darkness type of situation?
No, this is fog. This is like an
Okay.
enveloped fog that just surrounds the forest. You can only see about 10 foot in front of you.
All right.
You can see like light, and I'll say this before we go on to break actually. As you like step in, it feels like you've just stepped into somewhere and it's nighttime. You see the moonlight hitting the trees and the rocks and the bushes around you. You see that moonlight, but you've just been in daylight, and it's quite early in the morning as far as you're aware, and you step in, and it feels like the moon is out. It's dark, it's foggy, and you can only see about 10 foot in front of you with this thick, moving fog that morphs around you. And that's where we're going to go to break. Start
Let's
soon.
go! Misting!
Cool.
Yeah,
I need everyone
yeah.
to roll initiative, but not for what you think. Not just yet.
Oh, roll initiative.
What was
Are
that going to be?
we-
That was going to be a 20.
Are we
Oh.
adding our initiative to it?
Yeah, so it is initiative
Okay.
order,
18.
but
Cool.
combat hasn't started yet. Like, you're not fighting anything yet. Okay, so, Jam.
Are we meant to be at a Misty camp? What's going on here?
21.
Bear with 21. 21. 84.
16.
16. Ash. No.
5.
Aaron. 5. Oh.
Yeah, it was going to be a 20.
Green.
Sorry.
What did you get on your
Okay.
initiative? Yeah.
Oh, 18.
18. Lovely stuff.
And Boris got 9.
Boris got 9.
What did Jeannie get?
Haven't rolled for Jeannie just yet. Oh, good lord, woman. She got a natural
That a
1.
good noise or a bad
She got a
noise? I can't
natural
tell.
1.
Natural
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, she's only got
Sad.
+1 in her
She's
initiative. as
partially
well.
sighted anyway,
True,
so
yeah,
in the
that's
fog
true.
it's even worse.
Also, she is
She has
cleric,
glasses.
so like her going last is actually kind of like it kind of makes sense. But like, yeah, she's rolled 2 basically. She's only got +1 in her initiative. Bless her. Bless her little heart. Okay, so
Mm,
first up, Jam, what would you like to do as you enter this space,
No.
as you wander through these woods? You can feel the hairs on your neck stand on end, and you can't help but feel that you're being watched in this space. What do you do?
That's a good question.
And you're very aware that you cannot see more than 10 feet in front of you with this heavy, thick fog.
Okay. I would like to reach out my hand to grab hold of 84's hand. And he's just going to be like, I think we should all like try and stick together, make sure we don't get lost. Basically trying to encourage a little chain type thing going on.
So in terms of moving your icons, by the way, if you click on them and use the arrow keys as you go to traverse this like space,
Oh,
okay.
I've
Are you allowing us to test that?
on your turn.
Okay.
On your turn.
I
Okay.
just want to make sure it works.
Can confirm it does.
it does. Okay, cool. It's still okay. I always forget how much movement I have.
30?
30.
I'm going to agree with you. That
Yeah.
sounds right. Okay. I guess I'm going to inch forward a little bit. And I'm just going
I was about to say, are you taking me with you?
to.
Considering we're now attached.
I'm going to assume that we're walking in a chain, but obviously it depends on people's turn whether they actually
Okay.
join in on the chain or not. I'm not going to be like gripping you to death and not letting you go type thing. I'm just going to be like, it was a
You
gesture
should.
to be
It's
like,
your
we
child.
we should like stick together.
I'm quite a
Um,
responsible child, really. I promise.
Yeah. I'm gonna inch a bit more forward, and I'm probably gonna
Ooh,
stop there.
into the fog.
Yeah.
Oh, the fog follows our own counter. Ooh.
Mhm. So eventually, if people go too far, you will lose sight of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't see Jam anymore.
Yeah.
I can see Jam just about.
Mm.
I
But
can
I
see
did
Jam.
encourage like, because we're doing it in turns. I'm assuming we're all moving pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, essentially how
Um,
like initiative works is it's sort of like at the same time. So like if say Naren, you'll lose sight of Jam for like a split second before your turn if you move sort of that sort of thing.
Mm.
So
Okay. There's not much point in asking if I can see anything. I can see what I can see.
you can still make perception isn't just about seeing; it's about hearing, feeling, smelling. You can make perception checks if you want to.
Lick the
just can't
ground.
see
You
a
can
lot.
taste the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a perception check.
Okay.
About to say,
Nice.
what does that dirt taste like, Jam?
It tastes pretty fucking good because that's 21.
Oh,
Jam, as you sort of like inch forward a little bit with soon to be the group sort of following you, you sort of stop for a moment and you look at the ground and you look at like the trees that are barely in front of you, and you notice that the ground seems to be warping in an unnatural way. You think it might be the light hitting the fog, but there's a bit where the fog parts and you just see the ground shifting.
Ooh.
You can hear
Hmm.
off in the distance in front of you, and with a 21, you can hear in front and just to the right of you and just to the left of you, a bit further on, you can hear like whisperings, and those whisperings gather, and all of a sudden they're all around you, and you hear snapping and bark moving. It seems like the trees are shifting in an unnatural way. You see the bark move and shift, and you swear for a second you see shadowy figures darting between the trees in the bits that you can see, but it can't be, because how can something be moving that fast in this fog?
I feel
Okay.
like I should have spookier music on than
Oh,
this.
shit.
Yeah, I've got some
My
really
bad. I completely forgot.
easy, nice
Bear with me,
traveling
right.
music.
Right, hang on.
Sorry.
No, that's my bad.
Oh,
I
it's
think
just
it's
like
this. Yeah, there we go. That's the right one.
Okay.
Wait, why is it just a Silent Hill soundtrack?
Jam's gonna relay what he hears to people,
Mhm.
to everyone here. Again, this is assuming that they've followed and everything.
Mhm.
And he's gonna be like, I don't think we're alone in here. Again, let's stick close to each other. Try to keep in each other's sight, I think. And I'm probably going to end my turn there. I don't think I want to move much further because I don't want to go to sight.
Okay. Garina, it's your go. And 84, you're up next after Garina.
Garina is going to pull out the purifier and have it in front of her, kind of like, if possible, could I ready an action?
Yeah, you can.
So that if anything comes for the group, I swing.
Okay. Yep.
But Garina's going to ask the rest of the group if that's okay first. So she's going to be like, right, guys, I'm happy to lead this. Or like, I'm happy to kind of, I know that Jam's obviously already ventured off, but I'm happy to kind of go in front. But just if anything comes at us, I swing.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
what if it's
TJ.
another person lost? Because
Then hopefully they'll let us know beforehand.
Yeah, hopefully they're
Before
not
they
running.
just run at us. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll let their presence be known before they just run at us.
I know it's not my turn, but can I respond?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like combat hasn't started yet, so this is all very wishy-washy. Like initiative is just there to help guide in terms of like who's doing what, basically. So you can respond.
Okay. Okay. Garina, if you go in front and I'll go in back, and we can just sandwich everyone in between, I suppose, and then we'll just keep an eye out, and we'll both be ready to swing, depending on what direction things come from.
Sounds good. Green is gonna like hold out the bottom of her axe in like a motion of you to like cling it, so it's almost like
He
a
does.
cheers.
He does.
Nice,
Cling.
nice. So Garina is gonna 5, 10, go out to 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll go there.
God, it feels weird to not be able to see you.
It's so unsettling seeing everyone leave my circle. I'm like, oh shit.
So
Okay, right. I've gone forward 25 feet
okay,
Okay.
cool.
to give people basically to try and give some boxes behind me so people could fit in.
They still can't
Not
see
because I
you.
wanted to get this.
No.
Yeah, so like once you're gone,
Wow.
you're like in the fog. But
Oh, I'm in.
yeah. So would you like to do anything else? Would you like to look out, or are you just sort of like readying that action to make sure people are coming through?
Readying the action definitely. I would have told Jeannie to obviously follow behind, like stay close to me.
Mhm.
Am I able to do a perception check as I move forward as well as ready in action?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah. Okay, let's go perception.
So spooky.
A 12.
A 12. Sort of looking around, it's difficult seeing anything beyond the fog, but the trees and the bushes that you see around you, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. And with the 12, you hear to the left of you, so like straightforward and just off to the left, you hear a man's voice as he says, "Is anyone out there? Help me, please!"
Okay.
This is Wendigo bullshit. Skinwalker type shit.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
No. Let's
Not
ignore
at all.
everything that talks to us.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Green is
Classy.
really going with the vibe of like we've got like someone at the front, someone at the back, and we are just gonna plow our way through this. And if something runs at us, we attack it. But I'm not going out of.
Yeah, we're just gonna try and make our way through it, I think.
Yeah.
But we don't know which way is through.
No, we don't.
No.
You don't.
Good. Great. Such a fan.
I have been messing around with so much stuff today, and I did a thing, and I'm really happy. I was like, "Oh, this is a thing. Let's have a look at this." I was like, "I'm gonna buy a thing." So like, I'm having a lot of fun with this. Anyway,
I don't like the idea of you buying things in this context, TJ.
oh, I bought the
Yeah.
wrong thing. So like next month, it's gonna be like there's gonna be like more dynamic maps and shit like that because I bought the wrong
Nice.
description, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's not this one. It's the next one." So, but yeah, I've been sort of fucking about with like fog and like. Just completely by accident, like you were just heading to the Shale Town area, and I was messing around with like the dynamic lighting, and I saw fog, and I was like, "This is just so perfect. This is just the fucking best."
Great.
So originally I
Thanks
just
for
had the
that.
map blacked out, but this is far more better. This is far more exciting.
Yeah.
This is
Oh.
pretty cool. This is pretty funky.
Thank you.
Okay.
So 84, you're up.
Okay. Well, she's immediately. Oh. I don't like it. I don't like it. So she's gonna move in between. Ooh.
Katie,
Okay.
is 84 gonna take Boris?
Boris is moving on his own.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Boris has his own initiative.
Boris has his own initiative. He moves on his own. He's his own being. So 84 is gonna move in between Jam and Garina.
Mhm.
Oh god, okay. And is she gonna ready anything? Shit, what weapons does she even have on her right now?
I've still got all your daggers.
You have my daggers, but did I
Yep.
get my rapier back?
I think you did. I think the
I think
rapier
you
is the
do,
only
right?
weapon you actually have apart from your hidden blade and your
And
crossbow.
And I have my crossbow.
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
your knives
cool.
and daggers that you gave up.
That's cool. Okay, great. So she's gonna get her rapier out. And so she's gonna still have one hand holding Jams, who is now behind her.
Yep.
And with the other one, she's just gonna get her rapier out and be like ready to swing if required. And so basically, if I want to ready the action of if anything seems a threat,
Okay.
to her, whether that does include her own party, if anything should happen
Okay.
in terms of madness. I'm
gonna ask though, in this context, since you've just got into this space, it's weird, but nothing strange has happened yet.
Yeah.
Would 84 still ready herself to defend herself against the party?
she's more readying herself against threat.
Right. Oh, just against threat, but
She's
like above
against
table.
threat,
That means...
but if that
Right.
means a party member, that means a party member.
Okay, just any threats towards
It's just
you.
any threat. It's not specifically from the group. It's just I don't want you to be like, oh, a party member. It turns toward her in anger. I don't want her to then be like, oh, I'm not going to hit them because they're a party member.
Yeah.
I want her to
just any
actively...
threat towards 84 is considered.
She's not.
84. Got it.
She's not trying to kill. She is going for defense of herself.
Right. I see. Okay.
So
you're readying an action.
I'm readying an action.
Any threat towards you.
Yes.
And Garina and Jam, you're readying actions to any threat towards the group, which I'll consider threat towards yourselves as well. Or if if something comes at you, at the group.
Yeah, if something comes at us with intent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once we can see it.
Could I also do an Arcana check, please?
Yes, you can.
The surrounding area.
Mm-hmm.
15 plus 6, so 21.
You get a sense, without being in this place too long, you do get a sense that this definitely isn't a natural phenomenon.
Okay.
This... I'm going to say, without spending too much time here, you're unaware of the specifics or even like what this could be, but you know this is not natural. Whatever this fog is or this area, this doesn't feel natural to you.
But does it feel familiar to her like the other fog?
Like the... Okay, no.
Yeah, like
this feels
no. Okay, so it's not...
different.
It doesn't... Okay, cool.
It doesn't...
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't remind you of anything that you've remembered. This specific fog does feel distinctly separate from that.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yep, I think I'm gonna call it there for her.
Okay. Cool. So, I need everyone. Sorry, bear with. I need... I need Garina and 84. I need you to make dexterity saves for me.
Dexterity save?
Oh, hang on. No. I need Garina, 84, and Jam to make dexterity saves for me.
Sad, Jam.
I just looked
Sad.
I got 11.
The dexterity save.
Yes.
18.
15.
Okay, so bear with me a second. So, who rolled the 11?
Chloe.
So, Garina, you take 20 points of poison damage as you just see descending upon you these spores that seem to just rain dust on you. And all of you take... so, Jam and 84, you take 10 points of poison damage as you see these spores just... And I'm going to... you are also considered, Garina. Unfortunately, you are considered incapacitated until your next turn.
Oh.
At the end of your next turn. Next is Boris.
Oh wait. Oh, never mind.
I don't know whether I have control of Boris.
Bear with me a second. I will double check. You should have control of Boris, yeah.
Okay, I just can't see his token anymore because I've moved 84. So.
Oh, did I not? I should have given him. Oh, why did I do that?
I'm able to move him because I knew where he was.
It's okay.
But I
know what I've
physically see him.
It's because I didn't give him any sight. There you go.
Ta-da! He has sight.
Boris is blind.
Yeah.
I have advantage on saves against poison
Oh,
and resistance against poison damage.
you do. So you
Love
would
that.
only take 10 points of poison damage, and if you want to roll again, see if you succeed.
Oh yeah. What am I doing? Sorry, I was just looking through. I knew I had sank with poison. I got less,
Okay. In that case,
so I take 10.
yeah, you
10
take 10
damage.
points of damage. And if you have a look at WhatsApp for me as well.
Oh.
So Boris moves forward.
He moves forward and I don't know whether it will do anything considering it's magical fog, but I'm considering whether I cast light.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just reading. No. Instead, he's gonna cast Duck's Back.
Okay.
Boris flutters his feathers and flicks out his entire wingspan. A thick protective layer of flowing water is conjured around his body. Casting the spell grants you +4 to your AC for 1 minute. So he is going to cast that on himself. And so his AC goes up by 4. Is he gonna do anything else? Can he do anything else? No. Okay, that's his go done.
Okay.
Because he obviously doesn't know they got hurt because it's happening all within the same second. So
Yeah. Okay. So next up is Naren. You'll go.
Cool. Well. Darren's gonna go to Genie and just be like, I know you don't really like me, but do you want to not get lost and hold hands?
Sure. Yeah, I think that'll help.
Cool. And then I'm going to try and head off to where everyone else went.
Cool.
So I guess I'm going. So that would have been like 10 feet.
So 5, 10. You've done 15 so far.
15. Okay. All right, and then now I can find Jam.
No.
Yeah.
I was like, I still don't see you. Oh no.
Yeah. So yeah, that would have been 20. Then I'm gonna go again that way. Oh, hello.
Hi.
25, and then 30. And I would like to ready an action to Eldritch Blast any fucking thing that attacks us.
Okay.
Like
You don't have to do that
anything
here.
that seems like a threat, yeah. I'm just
Okay. So
readying my Eldritch Blast.
everything. So you're all readying actions. Genie is going to move up with Naren as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She can only get 25 because she's little, bless her. So she follows, and there's not a lot she can do. She's more rested now, but she is going to hold. No, because she'd know that she wouldn't be able to hold it for that long. So she's just sort of gonna look behind the group, make sure nothing's coming, and she's gonna make sure that she howls someone if something comes from behind them. Okay. With I'm gonna say, purely for the fact that Chloe's got to go in a minute, we're gonna end the session right there, as everyone is taking their turn now, and you are in the middle of this fog, and you are lost and scared. We're gonna end the session.
Bless you.
Thank you
Thanks.
for everyone who's watched. And again, thank you for everyone who's gotten this far. I know it's difficult watching an actual play this long, but if you've gotten this far, Thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoyed that, and I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. And we will see you next week or the week after, or whenever the video. There's a lot of things happening, so yeah. So yeah, thank you for
Life.
everyone who watched. Goodbye, and we love you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Love
Thank you. Bye.
Look after yourselves.